Well, good morning, Sky Squad. I hope that everybody is doing incredibly well out there this morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are joining us from in the world. Lovely to see you. Welcome back to Bristol Airport here in Somerset of the UK. Hope you're doing well. Good morning. Give me a quick 5 out of 5 there in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, if you can, please, to let me know that everything is looking and sounding good for you. Back out for another early morning Sunday live stream. Super Sunday, would like to call it. Super Sunday. Good to see you all. Alex is there in the chat. Good to see my bot is there as well. David Hardy, good morning. Samantha, good morning. Robert, good morning. Good to see you guys. Lovely to see you. Bristol Airport is just waking up. We're out here a touch earlier. We got out here early again this morning so we could grab the first departure, which is all the way over there in the distance here at Bristol. But it is, guys, it is reverse ops day here at Bristol Airport, which is absolutely mega, which means that runway 09 is in action. And you guys may or may not have noticed, but I'm actually standing at a little bit of a different vantage point this morning, trying out a slightly different location that's about, 10 steps away from where I usually stand, high up on the mound. I'm actually down on the flat of the ground, but it's raised up slightly because of how the field is here at the airport that I stand in for plane spotting. So we are slightly raised up a little bit, but not as high as we would be if we were standing up there on the mound. So we're going to see what type of action and sounds and views we can get from this particular vantage point today, because it's a little bit easier to stand on, makes my panning a bit easier as well because I'm not on a bit of a awkward position. But anyway, here we go. First departure lined up on runway 09 this morning. Ryanair Boeing 737 out the door off to Ibiza on a Sunday morning here at Bristol Airport. But I hope everybody is doing incredibly well over there in the distance, of course. But yeah, I hope everybody is doing incredibly well. Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining in. Hope you've had a fantastic week. The weather here in the UK this week. Tracy, good morning. Good to see you. The weather here in the UK this week has been absolutely sensational. It's been so warm. It's been incredibly sunny, giving us a nice little element and little bit of what it's going to be like here, hopefully, fingers crossed, for the remainder of the summer period. It's been so warm, been out making the most of the gorgeous weather. Unfortunately, today is a little bit overcast, but it's not as cloudy and overcast as I thought. Incredibly gorgeous sunset coming up. Sunset. Incredibly gorgeous sunrise happening behind us this morning here at the airport. We'll get some eyes on that shortly. We'll probably see it as our Ryanair 737 departs this morning. We're just waiting for it to be given clearance to depart. But thank you everybody for letting me know things are looking and sounding pretty good. But good to see you. Good morning, Tracy. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to Bristol Airport on reverse ops this morning. Runway 09 should be in play all day today, which is absolutely fantastic. So we are incredibly excited about that. For all about it, here we go. Just waiting for our first departure to go out the door. Ryanair taking a little bit of extra time to do some pre-departure checks here before heading out off to Ibiza this morning. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 Ryanairs. Pretty much all the Ryanairs going to be out the door this morning straight away. This is also quite a nice position to see the heavies heading over to London Heathrow. Looks like there might be some bird life hanging out on the runway, which is why this Ryanair is taking a while. Sounds like the ground crew car is out trying to scare away some wildlife and some bird life over there in the distance. You can hear that squawker with the crow sound trying to scare away the bird life. Is Ryanair on the move? Not yet. Waiting for Ryanair. As we are waiting for Ryanair to depart, I'm keeping an eye on it on Flight Radar. Guys, check out this gorgeous sunrise that we're having here at the airport this morning. Look at that for a scene, eh? And we're keeping eyes on Ryanair because, of course, we don't want to miss that departure here this morning. Our first departure of the live stream coming up very shortly. But look at that for a gorgeous, gorgeous sunrise here at the airport this morning. Looking absolutely gorgeous. What is this that's flying overhead? Let me have a look. British Airways 777 flying overhead from JFK to London Heathrow this morning. Courtney coming in, let's drop it in as we're looking at this gorgeous sunrise here this morning. Courtney dropping in a membership milestone there, celebrating 6 months, saying 6 months of enjoying these streams. Thank you, Sean. Here we go, Ryanair on the move. Here we go, first departure on our reverse op show this morning, right now at the door off to Ibiza. Very quiet for the Ryanair departure this morning, very quiet. Very efficient takeoff there from Ryanair, eh? Very efficient takeoff. Beautiful departure. That looks absolutely gorgeous. Man, I love it when reverse ops is in action at Bristol. Runway 09 just gives you some incredible scenes, eh? But thank you so much, Courtney, for your very, very amazing and ongoing continued support. Victoria Flies there in the chat as well. Good to see you. Hayden changed his name once again. No longer Airline Fly, now Victoria Fly. Let's see if we can get a quick look at that Boeing 777 flying over as well, eh? Once again, another incredibly clear morning and clear day here in the UK. Look at that, Boeing 777, BA. British Airways Boeing 777 from JFK to London Heathrow. Gonna start its descent very soon, if it hasn't already, down into London Heathrow. Not too far away at this particular point of the morning. Beautiful. Keeping a very close eye on our next departure here. Ryanair Boeing 737, of course, going to be our next departure, heading out the door very shortly. Look at that, eh? Those of you unaware that there's a British Airways Boeing 777 flying overhead of Bristol Airport, heading into London Heathrow this morning. Trish, good morning. Good to see you. Jay, London Heathrow Live's there in the chat. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Beautiful morning for it. And Jay, we're on reverse ops, mate. We are on reverse ops. Yeah, that 777 did look like it had 4 engines for some reason. The trials coming out the back there definitely looked like it was 4 engines. I think it's just the way that it was. I think it's just the way that the trails were breaking up in the sky there, and our position on it as well. But well and truly, actually, do you know what? I lie. I think I may have zoomed you guys in on the Lufthansa A340-600 flying from Washington to Frankfurt. I think that may have been the A340, actually. The Boeing 777 has disappeared into the distance because, yeah, well and truly, apologies, guys. That was actually the Lufthansa A340-600 flying over from from Washington to Frankfurt. Awesome. That's the first time I've caught an Airbus A340. Oh, amazing. Okay, correction. That was the Lufthansa Airbus A340-600 from Washington to Frankfurt. Yeah, Jay, I completely agree. Reverse ops is best for your position, in my opinion. And we're trialing out a slightly different position here as well. We're actually about 10 or 15 steps away from where I usually stand, up on the mound there. So yeah, we're actually we're a bit more on the flat. I wanted to try this position out. This morning because I've been wanting to try this for a little bit before, but never really had the opportunity to. But today it felt like a perfect day with it being on reverse op. So We do have a bit more like tree life in the way there. A little bit more nature in the way. But I reckon this is quite a nice position for 09. I might shift myself over a couple of steps. We'll see how we go with this next departure at Ryanair. Oh, how cool though, being able to capture that Airbus A340. Beautiful plane, the Airbus A340. Such a shame to see those slowly getting taken out of service. Here we go, Ryanair. Heading out to Faro, nice and loud for us, this Ryanair. Hopefully the ambient mic is a 5 out of 5 on the departures. Here we go. Tree just... rotation point just behind that tree there. Very efficient takeoffs from the Ryanair. It's very quiet. So it departs off into the gorgeous sunrise we're having here this morning in Somerset. Beautiful. Trish, yeah, lovely to have you with us this morning. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's a pleasure to have you. Always a pleasure to have you on our streams, Trish. Joining us from Australia. Good morning. Good afternoon to you. We're out here well and truly early this morning. Had it scheduled for a 6 a.m, but we started at 5:45, I think it was, or 10 to 6. Liam O'Brien, good to see you. Gorgeous morning, look at that, eh? Beautiful, come on. Absolutely fantastic. What a morning. What a morning, what a sight. So good to be out here, but look at this, guys. I'm just going to zoom out just a touch more. Keep that guy in the silhouette there, but look at that for a view, eh? Sun coming up, Ryanair in the top right of your corner. A340 flying overhead. A couple of other planes flying across us as well, but what a shot this morning. Look at that, come on. Absolutely gorgeous. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Good morning from the UK. Good afternoon, good evening to you, wherever you're tuning in from. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning. Welcome back to another Sky Squad TV live stream. I hope you are having a fantastic week. All right, next Ryanair departure rolling, but what a beautiful bank there. Here we go. Oh no, I'm losing my tripod head. It's nice and steady for this one. Nice and loud from Ryanair this morning. They're all rotating pretty early this morning. Very early rotations. Landing gear shot. Oh, climbing high for us, eh? Ryanair going very steep on the departure on that one. Very nice. Gorgeous, eh? The lighting this morning is just absolutely insane. Is Melbourne Flyer in the house? So I've missed a couple of you this morning already. Southeast Aviation, good to see you. Saying, yeah, that 777. Guys, just bear with me 1 second. I've actually unwound my tripod head too much. So just give me a moment there. Didn't have it as set as I had hoped I would have. That Ryanair 777 off to Girona. 777, Shawnee boy, come on. I need another coffee this morning, I think. That Ryanair 737 off to Girona. Sorry guys, there we go. We should be good now. Our next Ryanair departure is going to be out the door off to Dublin this morning. Where did that Ryanair go? Anyway, Ryanair 737, our next departure is going to be out the door off to Dublin this morning, rolling down runway 09, so let's get eyes on. Aviation Pete's there in the chat. Good to see you, mate. You're doing well. Good morning, buddy. Good afternoon to you in Australia. Hope you're doing well. All rotating a lot earlier than I had imagined this morning here on runway 09. Absolutely beautiful. Come on, look at that sky as well. Look at the clouds. Wowzers, eh? Yeah, today's going to be a very good day. But good morning, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to Sky Squad TV, live from our home airport of Bristol. Hope you are doing incredibly well. And thank you so much for tuning in so far this morning and for hitting the like button nice and early as well. Free way, of course, for you lovely people to support the channel, and of course helps push this live stream out to even more people, so you can get them involved here on the Sky Squad TV community as well. Beautiful departure, Ryanair off to Dublin. We'll follow this guy out. 09 reverse ops is in operation today, which is fantastic. And we've had some gorgeous departures already. Of course, massive amount of departures here this morning at Bristol Airport. We've got a lot more departures than we do arrivals here in the morning. Francis there in the chat. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Tracy's saying, has anyone prodded Ipso to see if he's awake yet? I haven't, but hey, Ipso is well and truly allowed to have a lion this morning. Calvin, good morning. Good to see you tuning in from Canada. Wowzers, good morning, mate. Hope you're doing well. Must be early morning for you in Canada. Surely like midnight, 1 a.m. But good to see you, my friend. Thank you so much for tuning in with us this morning. Hope you're well. Welcome to Sky Squad TV. Welcome to an absolutely beautiful morning here in Somerset. Looks like EasyJet is backtracking up runway 09 this morning, but we are following out our good friends at Ryanair, heading across the ocean. Short hop across the Bristol Channel over Wales, across the Irish Seas to Dublin. Hey Francis, not too long until your trip, mate. Hope you're looking forward to it. And a massive shout out to Aviation Pete, dropping in 20 gifted, 20 Sky Squad TV gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Pete. That's incredible support, my friend. Thank you so much. Starting off the Sunday morning with an absolute blast already. So thank you so much, buddy. Really do appreciate that. It's incredible support. And we'll get around to those properly in a moment as well, because I can see that the wonderful Francis has dropped in some more gifted memberships as well. Before we spin around and see our EasyJet A320 that's going to be departing out very shortly. Sounds like power's set on the 320, so let's go, eh? Hear those 320 engines screaming. Got to be some CO engines on that with the sound of those guys. Landing gear shot. Well and truly CO engines on that with the sound of those. Fantastic, eh? What a morning. What a morning. Wowzers, man. Beautiful morning out here. Beautiful morning. I'm going to say that quite a lot, I think, today, but Once again, lovely to see you all. Thank you so much for joining in. Welcome to a stunning morning here at Bristol Airport. As mentioned, the weather this week in the UK has been absolutely incredible. Like, cannot complain at all. I got a gift from Pete, did I? Is that my personal account, is it, that got gifted there? So good. HZ73, good morning. Yeah, I completely agree. The lighting is absolutely sensational this morning. I just want to quickly, man, we've got to record some of this beautifulness here this morning. Well and truly. As EasyJet, Banks left there. Wow, eh? There we go, it's back again. Our next EasyJet departure is going to be out the door off to Tenerife. Bristol to Tenerife in the Neo livery. A320 Neo in the Neo livery. But we're following this EasyJet out for the time being for a little bit longer. Steve Carter is there in the chat as well. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing incredibly well. And I will get to those gifted memberships and membership milestones very shortly. But guys, look at this, eh? What a view. Come on. Hey, we can't really miss this, eh? Look at that. Wow. Man, I love it when reverse ops is in action. I love it when reverse ops is in action. EasyJet 321 Neo just pinged up on radar as well. Steve Carter is there in the chat. Good morning, Steve. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, my friend. Here we go. A320 Neo out the door off to Tenerife in the Neo livery. Coming at us. Once again, another relatively early rotation. Man, have we just got like the most perfect light this morning, eh? No wind whatsoever. Slight, like, crisp chilliness in the air this morning. A little bit more deceiving than what you'd think, to be fair. If I didn't have my extra big layer on, I actually would be quite cold. But man, wowzers. Come on, look at this. Wow. A320 out the door, off to Tenerife. Is that a Neo? In the Neo livery as well. Fantastic. Ipso's in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Two of our awesome supermods in the house for us this morning. Victoria Flyer and Ipso. HZ73, yeah, it looks insane, eh? Our next EasyJet A320 Neo is going to be heading out to Athens this morning. But look at this, eh? Guys, let me just zoom out for you for a little bit, just so you can get a nice example. Beautiful. And for those of you that weren't here at the beginning, we had a Lufthansa Airbus A340-600 flyover. I thought it was the 777 that was flying over from JFK to Heathrow, but it was actually the A340 coming across us from Washington to Frankfurt. Did look a bit funny that a Boeing 777 would have 4 engines. Ipso, good morning. Sinead, good morning. Good to see you. Steve Carter, good morning. I think I've said hello, Steve. I need to get to those gifted memberships when I can, but guys, let's appreciate this for the time being, eh? But massive thank you to you lovely people for dropping in those gifted memberships. We'll get to those properly in just a moment. Absolutely amazing, eh? Francis, I don't like the new YouTube banner on the bottom of the screen. Is that something on my stream, is it? The new YouTube banner. What's that all about? YouTube keep adding stuff that, like, I have no idea what it is and no say over. They just add things in. All right, next A320neo lining up on runway 09 this morning. Ipso saying, morning all, sorry I'm away this weekend, so I can't tag anyone. Ipso, no worries at all. Hey, I didn't realise you were away on holiday. Mate, thank you so much for tuning in and for spending time with us whilst you are away on holiday. Don't get in trouble, eh? But mate, appreciate you. No worries if you need to duck out anytime, okay? Oh, it's the pinned message. Okay, I see. Right. I thought that may have been the case. A320neo coming at us off to Athens. Yeah, I noticed that. I actually don't like it either, that it's down the bottom. It used to be at the top there, but yeah, I don't like it that it's now down the bottom as well. It feels like the chat flows really, really differently now. I can't get over how quiet all of these departures are because there's no wind. Because there's no wind, it's not really like blowing any of the sound down to us that much. But very efficient takeoffs this morning, using that decline in runway 09 to help them build up speed, I would imagine. Which is why we're seeing slightly earlier rotations. Good on you, Francis. Super crash plane too. Good to see you. Good morning. Waters. Good morning, my friend. Good to see you. Welcome in. Reverse ops here at Bristol Airport. Francis. Hayden, you change your handle more times than a YouTube influencer. Have you not realised that Hayden is a YouTube influencer? All right, next EasyJet departure 320 out the door off to Milan this morning as it comes towards us shortly, just lining up on runway 09. Incredible scenes here this morning. A321neo spooling up its engines behind us. But hopefully the ambient is sounding good for you guys as well. As mentioned, quite efficient departures here this morning, so no mega amount of noise from our departures. Here we go, our next departure, rolling A320 off to Milan. Must be a CO as well, those engines are screaming out the door. Landing gear shot. Beautiful, so good. Taking off, flying directly into the sunrise this morning. A321neo is going to be our next departure with this guy off to Milan this morning. 320, looking sensational. Prices, wait, don't give him any ideas, Sean. Danielle's there in the chat. Good to see you, Danielle. Good morning. Wellington Flights Live. Good to see you, my friend. Hi all. Howdy, Sean. Good to see you, Kev. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Mega couple of live streams from my good friend Kev over the past few days up in Auckland of New Zealand. Hope you're doing well, Kev. And I hope you are feeling great after those streams, my friend. Hope your travel back home is not disrupted or anything like that as well. Kev was able to capture a Air New Zealand Dreamliner 787 that pretty much shut Auckland Airport. Kev, correct me if I'm wrong, but pretty much closed down Auckland Airport for about an hour, turned onto the runway to depart, and the brakes locked on of a Air New Zealand Dreamliner. The brakes locked on, and so it was stuck on the runway for about an hour by the looks of it and the sounds of it. Oh, we got royalty in the house this morning. Was Radio, all the way from Australia, our good friend and our incredible disc jockey. Was Radio's in the house. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Also, guys, I want to give a massive shout out to Jay. I'm not sure if you're still here, buddy. Heathrow Live. London Heathrow Live. Jay, this week, tomorrow onwards, I believe, or at some point over the next few days, Jay from Heathrow Live is travelling up north to Scotland and is going to be bringing us all a stream from a handful of airports. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jay, but I think it was Glasgow, Edinburgh, and oh gosh, I forgot the third one, but Glasgow and Edinburgh are definitely on the list there. So if you're not already subscribed to Heathrow Live, London Heathrow Live, aka Jay, then get subscribed, my friends, because he's bringing us some streams from airports up in Scotland, which don't get covered that often, my friends. Don't get covered. So definitely get involved on Jay's streams there, London Heathrow Live. Kev, was, good morning, good to see ya. And of course, for all of our Aussie and New Zealand friends who are joining us in the live chat this morning, it of course is Anzac. Well, it was Anzac Day. And so, of course, it's Anzac weekend for our ANZ viewers. So happy Anzac Day, guys. Hope you all have had a great weekend. Least we forget those who, of course, fought to give Australia and New Zealand the freedom. A321neo out the door here at Bristol. 09 reverse ops. Gorgeous. Landing gear shot. A little bit harder to frame that 321neo. Bit longer, of course. Bit longer compared to the 320s. Good on you, so there we go. And for those of you that haven't realised, yeah, I added a new emoji in for today's live stream, which will stay there as well, of course, but it is a reverse ops emoji. And it's a massive thank you to so many of you gifting so many incredible memberships over the past little while, and so many incredible people continuing on their membership and or buying themselves a membership for Sky Squad TV. That's allowed us to unlock another emoji here on the channel. For those of you unaware on how those emojis work, YouTube, of course, handles all of that and puts it behind somewhat of a paywall. That paywall being how many active members that you have. And so they give you X amount of emojis. And when you get to certain membership numbers, then you can unlock even more emojis. So massive shout out to all of you for the added support. Here we go, KLM and Bray 175 at the door off to Amsterdam. This is going to be a beautiful departure. I'm excited for this one. Surely a very early rotation for the Embraer. No, going longer than the others. Wow. Man, I'm absolutely loving this spot this morning. For those of you unaware, I'm standing a little bit further away from where I usually stand up on the mound here at Bristol. I'm about 10 or 15 steps away from it. I'm actually standing on a bit more of a flatter ground, which is proving a lot more of a nicer workflow for myself because my tripod is a lot more planted into the ground allowing me to what I feel like anyway, to do much smoother horizontal and vertical pans for you lovely people as well. So loving this. KLM and Bray 175 out the door off to Amsterdam, the KLM City Hopper. Robert saying in the Black Breeze. Yeah, love it. The City Hopper service out the door this morning. Next departure, another EasyJet A320. Heading out to Gibraltar, we get eyes on in just a moment. Scotty, good to see you, my friend. And I really need to get back around and say thank you for those gifted memberships that came through. There you go. Tracy's got it. Good on you, Tracy. KLM City Hopper out the door. Beautiful sights this morning. Here we go, EasyJet A320. Power set and rolling out the door to Gibraltar. Our last departure for a few minutes. Getting them out thick and fast, eh? And we should have a Ryanair arrival coming in soon too. Nah, definitely not the Hawthorn there. Wow, what a beautiful half an hour, 40 minutes worth of departures there, eh? Fantastic. We were able to get out here early enough to capture the very first departure of the day. The Ryanair that departed just after 5:45. Departed more at about 5:55, to be honest. Well, it took off from the runway at about 5:55 as there was a bit of bird life hanging around. And so the ground crew was scaring the bird life away. Marcel, good morning, good to see you. Saying, good morning, Peach. For the first time in ages, I'm out of bed after 7 a.m. local. Good on ya. So good, mate. Good to see ya. Yeah, Was, good morning, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Good afternoon to you. Tracy, good morning, dad-in-law. Absolutely incredible scenes this morning, eh? Mega. Is all I can say. Mega. I will keep my eyes to the sky as well this morning because visibility is still pretty good. So we should be able to see some beautiful heavies flying overhead off to London Heathrow. Last week we were treated to a C-17. This morning, first thing this morning, we were treated to an Airbus A340-600 flying over from Washington to Frankfurt. Lufthansa, that is. Enzo One Aviation, Mike, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. My good friend Mike saying in the chat, did an absolutely mega couple of streams. Actually one stream. Did a mega stream again from Auckland over the weekend as well. It was an Auckland weekend, eh? The long weekend, sending all the Kiwi streamers up to Auckland. But Mike did a mega stream there in quite stormy conditions. Auckland always puts on a good show, eh? But good to see you, Mike. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling rested. And of course, Mike appeared on Kev's stream in Auckland as well, his nighttime stream. But we are on, well and truly, on reverse ops this morning, everybody, for those of you that just recently joined in. Oh, good on you, Marcel. I was wondering. But we are well and truly on reverse ops this morning here at Bristol, which is absolutely incredible to see and watch. And how far we can follow this 320 out. So good to see you all this morning there in the chat as well. Welcome back to another Sky Squad TV live stream from our local Bristol airport. Visibility again here at Bristol is absolutely sensational. Very much enjoying my tripod being a lot more planted to the ground. The mound that I stand on is fantastic for those slightly higher up above shots, clearing some of that hedgerow. But it does make panning quite difficult because of the fact you're not fully planted on the mound. Look at the visibility though, guys. You can like fully make out that livery up there. Well, that pole's quite high up in the air there. And that one. What the? So good. And that one. All right, we're going to say goodbye to this EasyJet 320 in just a moment, as we've got another EasyJet 320 departing. I want to also not snag my HDMI cable too much there. Wow, what a morning, eh? What a start to the show. What an absolute beauty of a start to the show. We're just going to zoom in on this 320 EasyJet for the time being. Going to reset some stuff and finally catch up. Excuse me. Finally catch up on those gifted memberships that were dropped in earlier on in the chat. So let's come around and quickly check those out. But once again, mega shout out to Aviation Pete. We'll bring that back up again, Pete, for a wonderful 20 gifted memberships dropped in so far this morning here on the live stream. So thank you, dropping them in nice and early, getting them in there. Thank you so much, Pete. Really do appreciate your support, my friend, and our wonderful long-term supporter, good friend of the channel as well, which everybody is. Francis Waite dropping in 10 gifted memberships there too. So thank you so much, Francis, for your 10 gifted memberships. Not too far away from Francis' trip over here to the UK. Really hoping, Francis, really hoping, my friend, that we can try and line up a time that we can both be in the same city or at least somewhere near each other, even if it's just for half an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour, that we can grab a coffee, take a picture together and say hello, put a face to a name, finally, you know, meet you, shake your hand and all that good stuff. It would be absolutely an honor of mine to meet you, Francis. So hopefully we can make that happen very soon. Chinook NZ coming in, celebrating 6 months on the ground crew membership tier, saying 6 months and climbing. Good on you, my friend. 6 months and climbing. Very true. Thank you so much, Chinook. You are an awesome support of the channel as well. And a mega support to Jay there on his live stream too at London Heathrow Live. Chinook is one of the mods for Jay on London Heathrow Live. So good on you, my friend. Hey, said 7-3, celebrating 7 months in the ground crew membership tier. They're saying, geez, how's it been 7 months? I know, mate. Time flies when you're having fun, eh? Time flies when you're having fun, my friend. So good on you. Thank you so much to you also for being here as well. That like broken cloud cover up there is very cool, but making it awkward to locate that heavy that's flying over the top that I wanted to showcase. Hopefully we can showcase it soon. Should have brought my sunnies with me. And a massive shout out to the wonderful and very lovely Tracy, coming in, dropping in 5 gifted memberships there this morning as well. Thank you so much, Tracy. It really does mean a lot. The support this morning from you lovely people has been absolutely mega. So thank you, guys. Really do appreciate it straight off the bat there, getting it in early. So thank you so much, everybody. Massive welcome to all of our new Sky Squad TV members. The Bing Bong has a sore throat, does it? Is it sounding, is the Bing Bong sounding a little bit weird, is it? Is it sounding a bit distorted? Okay. AV Geek, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Is it sounding a bit funny, is it? All right, cool. Maybe I won't use it for the rest of today. Or what I'll do, maybe I'll delete it and then re-add it again. I've just deleted it and re-added it. Yes, very distorted. It has the spicy cough, does it? Funny. Has the spicy cough. I've just deleted it and re-added it. Let me know what this sounds like. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Is that sounding any better? Let me know. If it's not, I'll stop using it for the rest of today. But good to see you, AVK. Good to see you. Welcome to Bristol Airport here in the UK. Hope you're doing well. Virgin A350 flying overhead. That broken cloud cover is making it quite difficult to see them because obviously they're higher up than what you think. Bit of a hazy morning, bit of a hazy cloud cover coming over. Still sick. So funny. All good. All right, we won't use it. Probably won't run the outro song either. Sometimes the YOLO box and the music saved onto the memory card sometimes gets a little bit distorted for some reason. So maybe we won't run the outro song that I usually run today. You can hear that 350, but I can't see it. 2E Jet 2 in the background there as well, but our A320 is taxiing to runway 09, heading out the door off to Pisa. Sounds a bit 1960s sci-fi, does it? Interesting, because the intro music sounded good. Thanks guys for letting me know, by the way. Appreciate it. It's always good to know. Sometimes these things happen. The beauty of a live stream, mate, and a live show. Sometimes these things happen, but that has happened to me before. Oh, there's that A350 breaking through the cloud there. On the other side, a bit too far away. Please no bing bong, use the cowbell. More cowbell. Thanks guys for letting me know though, appreciate it. Just checking some things out in the background here as well. Whilst we are watching this A320. Taxi to runway 09. We do lose it over the brow there, of course, for a little moment. Cool. So we should have a couple more EasyJets pushing back for us in just a moment as well. Christine Frank's there in the chat. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Melvin's there as well. Good to see you. Christine, lovely to see you here this morning. One of our awesome super mods, of course, joining us there in the live chat. Lovely to see you, Christine. Hope you are doing well. Hope you and Frank's here doing well. Gorgeous morning here at Bristol. We're on reverse stops, Christine. Very exciting. We're just waiting for our EasyJet A320 that's just, as you can see at the top of your screen there, just turning onto the turning point for runway 09. Alex NZ from Christchurch, good morning, good to see you as well. Ken Hamilton, good morning from Plymouth. Down south there, good morning Ken, hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here with us this morning, welcome to Sky Squad TV. Lovely to have you here with us this morning Ken, pleasure. Aaron Gooley, is EasyJet the only airline there? No, Aaron. We at Bristol, we have EasyJet, of course, as you're seeing. We have Ryanair, we have Jet2, we have TUI, and we also have KLM as well. Guys, you're confusing me a little bit there in the chat. Is the stream going weird? Is it starting to get a little bit glitchy or something? Seeing a few comments about a couple of glitches, or is it all good? Beautiful departure from EasyJet coming at us, nice and loud. Here we go. Good on you, Robert. Good on you, Melvin. Courtney, thank you. Hayden, thank you. Good on you, guys. Appreciate ya. Tracy, back in the mode. No almond spice latte, but need a regular coffee. Good on you, Tracy. Good on you, Sinead. Thank you. Gorgeous departure there from my friends at EasyJet. A320. Those CO engines were absolutely screaming out. Lego Flights, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Been a while. Rudy, good to see you. Saying good morning from Belgium. Ipso, thank you. Yeah, first arrival, a few minutes out. Ryanair, good on ya. EasyJet A320 that we are looking at is just the part that is off to Pisa. Beautiful departure, eh? Gorgeous. Try and locate that Ryanair arrival on flight radar as I'm multitasking here. Look at that, right into the sunshine, eh? Wowzers. Right into the big ball of sun. Did it come out the other side yet? Yeah, there it is. Fantastic. What a sight. All right, Ryanair very much going to be touching down in any moment. Yeah, Lego Flight, it's been a while, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to Bristol Airport. We are on reverse ops this morning, meaning runway 09 is in action, which doesn't happen often, my friends. Doesn't happen often. We've had a very different change of winds. Very different change of winds this week, bringing through some warmer weather as well. D Biggs, good morning from Toronto. Good to see you, my friend. But yeah, change of winds, bringing through some decent weather and some warmer weather, which means that it's been an easterly. So when it's an easterly here at Bristol, the runway that is in action is a runway 09, which is always a great opportunity to showcase runway 09 with, of course, the very steep decline in the runway. Can't see it too much in where we are right now. I'm standing in a slightly different position to what I usually stand in, a couple of steps away from the mound, but I wanted to try out this position for 09. Oh. But here we are. Good morning, everybody. Good to see you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. As our first arrival of the morning comes in, Ryanair. Coming in from Dublin this morning, Boeing 737. We had 4 Ryanairs out the door first thing this morning. Here we go, touching it down on runway 09. Whoa! No, that's a go-around. Surely that's a go-around. Surely. That's such a late landing. Oh, wow. I've never seen them touch down that late before. No, that is such a late landing on runway 09. Such a late landing. Wow, that Ryanair using all of its power to come to a stop. That was an incredibly late landing. That was well and truly past the touchdown point of runway 09. Whoa, full power on the brakes as well. That touchdown pretty late there from the Ryanair 737. Whoa. See, I said it on a live stream, I think a week or so ago. Ryanair never do go-arounds. Ryanair never do go-arounds. If that was any other airline that possibly, speaking from no pilot experience, just speaking from my plane spotter experience, if that was any other airline, they possibly would have been on the edge of performing a go-around there. Wowzers, eh? Runway 09, all the reverse thrust for sure, H said. Runway 09, of course, is a lot more challenging. Yeah, ipso correct. Ryanair can't afford the go-arounds. Runway 09 is a lot more challenging on the approaches because the weather coming over that part of Bristol and that part of the Bristol Channel as well definitely throws a lot of the departures and arrivals off course just a little bit. And also runway 09 is a category 1 ILS approach, whereas runway 27, the runway that we are currently looking up and at the end of, is a category 3 ILS approach. So of course, a lot more technology involved and a lot more help involved from the technology on the ground for the pilots up in the air to, of course, bring it down for a nice, easygoing arrival into Bristol when runway 27 is in action. But when runway 09 is in action, of course, yeah, makes life a little bit harder for them, a bit more manual flying in there, a bit more pilot and human interaction with the plane and corrections too. Wow, that was on the edge, guys. That was on the edge. I'm not going to lie. On the edge. Yeah, I quite like this position, eh? And thank you, everybody, for hitting the like button so far this morning. It's great to see so many of you tuning in as well. Thank you so much for hitting the like button so far this morning. Very much close to blasting through 100 likes in our first hour of live streaming. So thank you, everybody. And if you haven't already hit the like button, then please do. Of course, free way for you lovely people to support the channel and helps YouTube know this is a great live stream to be watching and pushes it out to even more people. Courtney saying that was a bit, how you going? 100% Courtney. 100% a little bit. How you going there, mate? Boeing 777 flying over, just trying to see it, but there is a massive section of hazy sky just right above us there. Oh, Katie, good morning, good afternoon to you, my lovely Katie. Good to see you saying hi, Sean. It's great to be here tonight. We're with Kev over the weekend, and I was thinking how we miss you. Oh, Katie, that's very nice of you. It's very kind. I hope all is well. Katie, all is well this end, Katie. Thank you so much. I hope all is well with you. Pleasure to see you here. Great to have you on another live stream. I hope you enjoyed your weekend in Auckland with Mike and Kev, two awesome people to be hanging out with, that's for sure. With two very incredible people to be hanging out with. So good to see you, Katie. Hope you're doing well. Pleasure to have you. Lufthansa A380 is flying overhead from Boston to Munich. Can't see it though. Man, that's a shame. Can't see it. Clouds are breaking. But Katie, lovely to see you. Webby Freelance, good to see you. Ryanair, the Spirit clone, good on you. Wellington Flight Slide, that's very kind of you. Guys, I miss you too, I really do. I very much miss you guys. Very much miss my Kiwi friends and my Kiwi family and my Kiwi airports as well. So, but thanks for keeping the spirit of Sky Squad TV alive over there in New Zealand, eh? Appreciate you guys. Hope you're well, though. And mega stuff. There we go. Thank you, everybody, for hitting the like button on today's live stream. Blasted through 100 likes already. So thank you, everybody. It really does mean a lot. Incredible support. You guys are the real deal, and it's a great community here at Sky Squad TV. I really do hope that you are enjoying today's show so far. An hour in already, and we've had some great action here on the departures with runway 09 in action. Our A320neo in the distance there, spooling up his engines, powering up, waiting to be given clearance for the taxi to runway 09 this morning. But as we're waiting for that, I'm going to come over and say hello. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're doing well. The sun is out. Beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous out here this morning. But lovely to see you. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. My name is Sean. If I haven't seen you before, your host here on the Sky Squad TV live stream. Good morning. Welcome to Bristol Airport, as I've already said. Hope you're doing well and enjoying today's live show. If you are, please hit the like button. If you want to stick around, please hit the subscribe button. And if you want to support the continued growth of the channel, then I'd love to have you as a member here on the channel. You can become part of the Sky Squad TV community. There's been a lot of people that have been gifted a membership this morning. Thank you to some incredible people there in the live chat. So good to see you. Good morning. Going to be out here this morning, our usual morning live stream until about 9:30 a.m. this morning, which is our usual time of finishing up, and then I crack on back home, crack on with the rest of the day. It's going to be a beautiful day by the looks of it. Sun's up. We're just waiting for this cloud cover to break. You can probably see some of it behind me. I'm not 100% sure how well that camera picks it up. But yeah, it's a gorgeous morning. There's no wind, and we are reverse odds, which is fantastic. We've had a fantastic, gorgeously sunny week here in the UK. I'm not sure what it's like for the rest of the guys around the country, but it's been an absolutely beautiful week here in the UK. And yeah, I've well and truly been making the most of getting out and enjoying the weather. So, but lovely to see you. I hope you're doing well. My name is Sean, your host here on the stream. And yeah, it's an absolute pleasure to host you. As mentioned, it's about 9:30 this morning, our usual morning shift here at Bristol, as we check out our morning departures and arrivals. If you are unaware how Bristol works, usually runway 27, which is the runway we are looking up to see our planes coming down towards us, runway 27 is usually in action. But today we are blessed with a reverse ops day, so runway 09 is in action, which is fantastic. And in the morning times, we have a lot more departures than we do arrivals, probably about 3 or 4 arrivals. But the vast majority of the action on this morning's live stream will be the departures here at Bristol. And the cool thing with Bristol Airport is that it's very condensed. It's very condensed into like 2.5 to 3 hour chunks, and then it takes like a decent break for the ground crew and the team to reset, because Bristol is a relatively small airport here in the UK. And then yeah, it gives the ground crew a bit of time to reset for the remainder of the day. And then there's another like 2 to 3 hour chunk of arrivals and departures around about midday. Then it quiets down again, and then goes again in the late afternoon, early evening time, and then in the early morning of the hours, when a lot more of those slightly longer European flights come back into Bristol Airport. So, but we love coming out here early doors, early morning, enjoying the beautiful surroundings that we're in the Felton Common Park. Gorgeous Somerset rolling hills behind us as well. And yeah, Bristol Airport, 622 feet above sea level, so one of the highest airports here in the UK. And yeah, can be very challenging at times, especially when the weather's up, can be very, very challenging. And yeah, there's a lot going on behind the scenes at Bristol. For those of you that watched last week's live stream, you would have seen that we were almost heckled a little bit by some of the protesters that were setting up. I wonder if they're going to be out here today. We're almost heckled a little bit by the protesters. Oh, steady on. Heckled a little bit by the protesters that were out here protesting against the expansion of Bristol Airport. Bristol Airport is a relatively small airport, as I've already mentioned, in the grand scheme of UK airports. So Heathrow, Gatwick, London Luton, London Stansted, Manchester, and so on and so on and so on and so on. Birmingham, of course. And of course, Bristol is pretty much right next door to Cardiff. So on the other side of your show, I can't see it, but on the other side of your screen and the show that I'm showing you is Cardiff, is Wales. And of course, that's the next airport closest to Bristol. And so they compete quite a bit, unfortunately. But Bristol, of course, has the vast majority of arrivals from EasyJet, Ryanair, and Jet2. Embraer is here as well. KLM is here as well, flying their Embraer E175. So Bristol Airport is expanding. Mega expansion. I can't remember the actual total monetary figure off of the top of my head, but mega expansion. Want to expand the runway, which of course is going to come into Felton Commons. That's what the protesting about, because I don't want to lose ground at Felton Common here, even though the common is absolutely massive. And, you know, wildlife will adapt as it always does, because the world is an incredible, beautiful place that we live in, and wildlife is incredible. But yeah, wanted to expand the runway, expand the terminal a little bit, add some more gates, get some more ground crew, employ more staff members for the airport, which is a good thing. And of course, bring more tourism, more people to Bristol, Bath, Somerset, head over to Wales and that as well. Want to extend it, but also bring in bigger planes so you can fly from Bristol to America more frequently and more directly as well. I think they were looking at 3 flights a week. Is the word on the ground. 3 flights a week from Bristol to America, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, that opens us up even more to the likes of the Asian airlines, of course, coming in. But here we go. Our next departure is out the door. A320neo off to Lisbon, EasyJet. But we're really hoping that, of course, it opens us up to those Asian airlines, the likes of Singapore, Cathay Pacific, and so on, to come in. They'd obviously have to bring in their A350-900s or any of the 800 variants if any of the Asian airlines have them. But it'd be awesome. But yeah, we got heckled a little bit by, well, not heckled, I suppose, by the protesters who are against the expansion of the airport. There's going to be people against it. Tried to have a bit of a civil conversation with a couple of them last week. Beautiful departure there, eh? Gorgeous. I'm all for it though. I'm all for the airport expansion, because it's not just the expansion of the airport for me as a plane geek and as a aviation enthusiast. It's more about what the expansion of the airport can bring to Bristol, to Somerset as a whole, and also to the south of the UK. Jet2 backtracking up runway 09. Let's get eyes on and have a look. But yeah, for me, it's all about what the expansion of the airport can bring to the wider area regarding extra jobs for more people, extra support to the local economy, more tourism for Somerset, for Bristol, for Bath, for Wales as well, for the south. You know, there's Newquay Airport in Cornwall, which is a great airport, but doesn't get that many flights coming through. So being able to expand Bristol and then put on coaches and tourism trips from Bristol down south to Cornwall, you're looking, what, 3-hour drive from Bristol to the beautiful Cornwall coastline. But yeah, just, you know, more money into the economy, more money into the local area is a good thing, right? Surely it's a good thing. Bringing more people to experience the beautiful Somerset area, the Wiltshire area, and what this area can showcase, you know? All right, our Jet2 Boeing 737 in the holiday livery is out the door off to Palma. Tracy, yeah, very true. All right, Jet 2 in the holiday livery. Sitting pretty on the turning point of runway 09. Christchurch Aviation's in the house as well. Good to see you. NZ1 saying you handled those well. Good on you, mate. Thanks for the kind, thanks for the kind words there, mate. HZ73, better capacity for an airport almost always increases growth in a region. There you go, my friend. My hometown has grown maybe 10k people in 40 years because they won't expand the airport. Madness, eh? Kelly, good morning. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Saying Bristol is the 4th busiest airport in the UK outside of London. Nearly 12 million passengers. Cardiff just over 1 million and highly subsidised by the Welsh government. Correct, Kelly. There you go. And that's what the dispute is all about, I suppose, at the moment, and why Bristol and Cardiff butt heads. It's unfortunate that Bristol and Cardiff are so close together and that both of them are cities and both have an airport. It is unfortunate. One of the other is going to favour the other. Of course, Bristol is going to be a bit more favoured because it's on mainland UK, you know, on that side of, or very much in that part of the mainland of the UK anyway. So, of course, you know, Bristol Airport is going to be favoured by a lot more of the airlines, a lot more investment being put into it. Correct, Tracy. Correct. Francis saying, how does everyone like the new Flight Radar 24? Certainly looks different. Yeah, I'm not sure about it yet, eh? I'm not 100% sold on it just yet. Waiting for Jet 2. Jet 2 seems to be waiting for clearance on runway 09. Yeah, I'm not sure about the new updates yet, eh, Francis? I knew they were coming because I saw the updates about it via the email campaigns that they put on. Here we go, Jet 2 flying down runway 09 this morning. In the holiday livery as well, one of my favourites. Out the door, as mentioned, off to Palma. Going long. Longer than the others, anyway. Love that livery, though. Love that Jet 2 holiday livery. With the sunshine there on the tail. Boeing 737, gorgeous, eh? Look at that, straight into the sun. Zoom out for that. Boom. Getting blown out there as we go into the sunshine. I'll move it to the side so you guys just don't look at a big ball of light for the time being. Wow, going directly into the sun there. There it is, just popping out the other side. Beautiful. Glenn Martin, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Glenn, we're doing very well, and hope you have had a great weekend, Glenn. Francis, I was waiting for someone to say that. I wasn't expecting you to say it. I was half expecting Ipso to come in with that comment. I was half expecting Ipso to come in with that comment. But guys, I've remembered it. Ryanair is going to be one of our next departures off to a funky place name, but it is Bydgoszcz. Bydgoszcz. James, good morning. Flew to and from Bristol this week. A320 up to Edinburgh. Good on you, mate. How was your flight, buddy? Hope it was good and hope it went well. But lovely to see you, James. Hope you are doing well, my friend. Always a pleasure to have you here in the chat. All right, we go. Ryanair blasting out. Our next departure. Oh, Jet 2, sorry. Coming at us. In the holiday livery. Sorry, in the .com livery. Man, Sean is all over the place today. Jet 2 in the .com livery there. Beautiful. Nice easy-going climb there from Jet2. James saying good to be here, and the light coming in over the Bristol Channel. Yeah, awesome, eh? As Jet2 also disappears into the sun there. Look at that, wowzers. Jet2 well and truly disappearing into the sunshine. That Jet2 737 out the door off to Faro this morning, and our next departure, A320, heading out to Alicante. EasyJet A320. Got any landing schedule? We surely do, James. There's only, in the mornings, you only have about 2 or 3 landings anyway. Ryanair's already landed. I believe our next arrival will be the Aer Lingus ATR 72-600, which should be coming shortly. But our next departure, A320 off to Alicante. But yeah, James, our next arrival... Oh no, we don't have... Oh wow, there's no Aer Lingus scheduled for an arrival this morning. Our next arrival is a Ryanair Boeing 737, of course. Max 8 coming in from Malaga, scheduled for 8:45, are going to be landed at 8:23. And then our baby bus, EasyJet baby bus A319 from Faro, estimated to arrive at 9, is running a bit early, 8:53. But here we go, next departure, A320 EasyJet. Relatively early rotation there as well. Landing gear shot. Steep climb on the EasyJet this morning, steep climb. Very steep climb on the EasyJet this morning. Francis saying Boeing 777 flying over here from JFK. Samantha Norris, good morning. Good to see you. We're doing well. Oh no, is Frank C in the chat, is he? Gosh, here comes trouble. Well and truly, here comes trouble. If Frankie's in, all hell breaks loose. Francie, good to see you, mate. Good morning. EasyJet A320, as mentioned, out the door off to Alicante. I've lost it for the time being. There it is. Our next A320 EasyJet is going to be heading out to Verona. Alcoholia saying, you sound Aussie. Kiwi. English born and bred, and by heritage and by birth, right? But yeah, spent 10 years living in the Southern Hemisphere. Did live in Australia for a year, but spent 9 years living in New Zealand. So well and truly a Kiwi. Got my Kiwi passport. But yeah, recently moved back to the UK. Last year, 2025. Here we go, EasyJet heading out to Verona. So yeah, definitely got a bit of a weird accent and twang going on. I've lost count since being back how many times people have asked me where I'm from. This EasyJet going steep as well on the climb out. Beautiful departure there, bus A320 heading to Verona. 12 years old, this particular A320 in the EasyJet fleet. Of course, EasyJet being an all Airbus fleet here in the UK. no matter where they are based, A320s, 319s, 321s. Of course, Jet2 used to be an all Boeing fleet till they recently took delivery of their A321neo that flew out of Manchester the other day. It actually flew over us. Last week. HZ73. As an Aussie, you still sound very English, mate. I know. To all of my Aussie and all my Kiwi friends, they're all like, man, you sound like you're fresh off the boat. But to all of the English people, they're like, where the heck are you from? Or yeah, they instantly think that I'm from Australia, which is quite funny. So good. Francis, he's not Aussie. He only lived there for a year. I wish I lived there for longer, to be honest with you. Francis. But hey, never say never, right? Never say never, my friends. But yeah, originally from the UK, but lived over in the Southern Hemisphere for close to 10 years. And then, yeah, moved back to the UK last year. Here we go, 320neo at the door. Gorgeous departure. Love how quiet those Neo engines are. Whiny though, so whiny, the Neo engines, it's mad. You don't actually realise how whiny they are, to be fair. Yeah, you really don't realise how whiny those Neo engines are until you're up close to them. But Franksy, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. So good to have so many of you joining in with us this morning. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to Bristol Airport for those of you that haven't joined in with us before. Pleasure to have you. Checking to see, can I see any overhead? We still have quite a decent bit of broken cloud up there. Samantha Norris, thank you so much for that information. Our next EasyJet departure, A320neo heading out the door off to Bodrum. 251 variant, 6 years old in the EasyJet fleet. Tracy, I lived in West Yorkshire for 10 years. I'm stuck in limbo between Yorkshire and the Midlands accent. Wow, that's a crazy mixture. It's a crazy mixture of accents. Waters, if I'd moved to Australia or New Zealand, I'd never come back. I can appreciate that. A320neo off to Bodrum, 251 variant, 6 years old. Yeah, I can appreciate that. I think a lot of the Aussies and Kiwis can agree with me sometimes that it's not always greener on the other side sometimes. But also you got to do what's right for your family at the best of times as well. But yeah, don't get me wrong, incredibly hard to leave. It was not an easy decision to come back. Beautiful departure there from the 320neo off to Bodrum, 6 years old. Our next Jet2 holiday livery heading out to Malaga for us this morning, Boeing 737. We'll spin around and get that in just a moment. Francis, one has a great rugby team, the other not so good. The holiday livery for Jet 2 in the fleet for 12 years, this particular Boeing 737. It's going to be blasting down runway 09. All right, here we go. Jet 2 coming at us. Heading out to Malaga. Power set on runway 09. Can't wait to get up to the turning point for runway 09 as well, when we eventually get access to a van and we can get high above that fence line. Beautiful departure. Absolutely gorgeous. Feels like these departures have not been using as much power as they tend to. Heading out of Bristol this morning, of course, runway 09 in action. So you got that decline there in the runway helping you out, as they're just almost kind of rolling down runway 09. The natural descent there. Yeah, the natural descent down runway 09, of course, giving them that extra rolling speed to get out the door. Rotate the nose up and out of it. All right, next departure, A321neo EasyJet heading out to Rhodes, 251 variant. Steve Green, good morning. Good to see you. Saying, joined your Bristol coverage 2 weeks ago. Been brilliant. Waiting for the Rhodes flight next, as we'll be on it in 7 weeks' time. Keep going. Your coverage is great. Thank you so much, my friend. Steve, good to see you, buddy. Thank you so much for the kind words. Appreciate you. Here we go. A321 blasting at us. Nice rotation there from the 321neo. Looking absolutely fantastic on the departure. Love the 321neo. Yeah, what a beautiful departure there, eh? Loving the 09 action reverse ops this morning. Did you pack your sunglasses, Sean? Do you know what, Sinead? I didn't, actually. I didn't, because I wasn't expecting the sun to be up as much as it is, to be fair. It's quite overcast. But yeah, I wasn't actually expecting the sun to be up as much as it is this morning, so I didn't actually pack my sunnies. Slightly regretting it, just a little bit. Just a little bit. But that's our 321 out the door off to Rhodes this morning. Oh, Francis, that sounds good, mate. Sounds very nice, actually, to be fair, Francis. Yes, please. All right, that looks like it might end our proceedings of our departures so far this morning until our next batch comes up. So we'll spend a bit of time following our 321neo out after all my hard work, yeah. After all your hard work of pulling the pulling the cushion away. Oh, my dad's there in the chat as well. Good to see you, Dad. Hope you're doing well. Did I miss your comment? Getting distracted here. There he is. Morning, afternoon, evening to one and all. Good to see you, Dad. Hope you're doing well. Becky M, good morning. Good to see you. Lovely mods and all. Gorgeous skies there. Yeah, beautiful morning out here at the airport. Beautiful morning at the airport this morning. Hope you're doing well, Becky. Good to see ya. Hope the West Country Wanderer is doing well also. Dad and Shanae, we need to get Mum sorted out with that membership she was asking for. Dad saying he's just in from dog walking. Tracy, yeah, me and my dad have the same name. Me and my dad have the same name. Steve Beakout is there in the chat as well. Good to see you, Steve. Good morning. But yes, we have the same name, me and my dad, spelt the same way. And near enough the same middle names as well. But yeah, me and my dad share the same name, which is pretty cool. A little bit, well, that was my mum's choice, I suppose, but a little bit confusing for the family. And also sometimes confusing, you know, back in the day when you had a landline at home. That feels like ages ago. Back in the day when you had a landline at home and someone would call the house and they'd ask for Sean. And it's just like, well, which one? So it's like young Sean or old Sean or Sean Jr. or Sean Sr. Tracy, it may have been my dad that got the gift. No, it's not my dad that got the gifting membership because my dad is already set up on a gifting membership. It was definitely me. I think through the early days of the channel, I think I've subscribed to my own channel with my personal YouTube account. So yeah, if it was just a direct Sean Tiernan, then yes, that's me. But yeah, no, my dad's set up already on the captain membership tier. Becky, good on ya. With the clock dial, Sean, that's old. So good. Good on you, mate. Saying, Sean, I'm off to a 5-year-old granddaughter's birthday party. Love to Fiona and Rory. Good on you, Was. All right, I'm going to say goodbye to that A321neo. Gorgeous departure there. Dad needed someone to blame. How good. Good on you, sis. Let's get eyes on. We've got something pretty. Let's get eyes on with our TUI 737 and our Jet 2 in the holiday livery there in the background for you. Double trouble all around. That is for sure. Double trouble for sure. Yeah, definitely made life a little bit harder, you know. As I mentioned, back in the day with the landlines, and people would call and they'd ask for Sean, and it's just like, well, which one? Like Sean Jr., Sean Sr., which one you asking for? And they'll be like, I don't know. But thank you, my friend. Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining in. We'll see you on the next one. And of course, I'll be there to join in hopefully very soon on your next radio show. A320 Neo pinging up on radar, being pushed back as well. Let's spin over and get eyes on that guy. Wow, one heck of a turn there for the 320 Neo being tugged backwards. Going to be out the door to Geneva this morning. But yeah, definitely double trouble in the Tiernan household there. It even made life hard as well sometimes when you would get letters through the post, and of course they'll be addressed to Sean Tiernan, and it was just like, well, is that me or is that Dad? I don't know. Tracy, how many credit cards did you get, Sean Jr.? Tracy, I could have gone hard on the credit cards, but I could have gone hard on the credit cards, but I was being good. So good. How many credit cards did you get? I like that, Tracy. That's a good one. Daniel Slack, good morning. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here with us this morning. Pleasure to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. But happy birthday to the special granddaughter. Ipso. Christmas Day must have been confusing. Did Senior get the PlayStation and Junior get the socks? So good. I like that. That's awesome. That's so good. No, Senior well and truly did not get the PlayStation. I definitely got the PlayStation. Tracy, that was a laugh of realising you missed the trick. I really did. I really did. I definitely should have thought about that some more. That's for sure. And definitely well and truly took advantage of getting all the credit cards. Did Senior get the PlayStation? I like that. The ironic thing is now, whenever people get me socks for my birthday or for Christmas, I'm all about it, eh? I'm all about it. I'm like, yeah, socks, man. Especially if they're good socks. You know, if they're good socks, all about it. But, you know, if they're like thin socks that don't really have any real like use at all, then yeah, not so much. Right, I'm going to see if I can zoom into this Air Canada A330 up there. Flying through the clouds there. I think we've got a little bit more visibility. So what I was saying earlier about the broken cloud is, as you can see there, but there's an Air Canada A330 flying through that broken cloud there in the icy blue livery. You probably can't see the actual plane itself, but you can see the trails. But you can see that broken cloud. That's what I've been looking at for most of the morning. So it's been quite hard to locate some of them, but I think it's kind of slowly kind of dissipating, allowing us to see a few more of those overheads that are coming over. This particular Air Canada A330 is flying from Montreal to Geneva. Samantha in the chat there saying 100. Oh, I've lost it. There it is. Saying 105 departures and 115 arrivals today from Bristol Airport. Good on you, Samantha. Can't see too much of that A330, but there we go. It is starting to slowly, as you can see, bit of a zoom out there, it's slowly starting to break up there. But a very staggered cloud cover this morning here at the airport. Sun is raised up and above that cloud cover now, so just a big old ball of light, really, not really giving much real nice light to anything. Francis, and I've got the same middle name as my grandfather, and it's the same as my dad's first name, so that's my story. Good on you. So good. Good on you, Francis. Thanks for sharing, mate. Excuse me. Talking about Cardiff, just zoomed out on flight radar, and there's a Ryanair 737 pinging up on radar at Cardiff. There we go. Let's zoom into this beautiful EasyJet A320 that's flying over from Liverpool to Tenerife. See if we can locate it. Sitting pretty, just below 34,000 feet. Liverpool to Tenerife, A320. Just short of a 4-hour flight time for that A320, sitting pretty at 34,000. Traveling currently 793 kilometers an hour according to flight radar. Just need that cloud cover to break a bit more. Carwin Davies, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Celebrating 8 months in the ground crew tier there. Got a flight to Samoa this Wednesday on Air New Zealand. Good on you, mate. Hope you have an awesome time in Samoa, and I hope you have a fantastic flight with Air New Zealand. Hope you're doing well. You flying on the Dreamliner? Surely. Or do they fly the 777 now? They fly the Dreamliner, I think. EasyJet taxiing up to runway 09 this morning. API, yeah, must be the Dreamliner then for Air New Zealand. What does everybody think to the not recently announced, it got announced a while ago, but what does everyone think to the announced and now confirmed Air New Zealand Sky Nest, the beds, the lay flat beds in the back of the plane there? $200 for 4 hours. Carwin, A320 from Christchurch to Auckland, then Dreamliner 787-9er, Sean. Good on ya. Yeah, what does everybody think today, eh? The Air New Zealand Sky Nest. $200 for 4 hours of sleep time. I don't know, man. Not sold on the day. First departure is an EasyJet A320 heading out to Palma up there in the front. And the EasyJet behind it, 320neo out to Geneva. Followed by a Ryanair 737 off to Bydgoszcz, and then another 320 off to Amsterdam. Don't have another arrival for quite a while this morning, as that cloud cover is definitely starting to dissipate and break, which is beautiful, so we can get some nice overhead shots. So for those of you following along on radar, keep your eyes to the sky and let me know if there's any beautiful heavies coming over. I will as well, but keep me up to date with any beautiful heavies that are coming over. Hannah Sherman, good morning. Good to see you. Saying good morning from Hannah, Steve, and Frankie. Frankie was plane spotting at Bristol Airport yesterday. Got a few waves from the pilots. Awesome stuff, Hannah. So good that Frankie was there. Good to see Steve as well. So good that Frankie was there. Great to know that you got some waves from the pilots. Always a great time when you can get away from the pilots. Beautiful day for it yesterday, Hannah. Gorgeous day across Somerset and the country, I believe. But fantastic day for it. I was actually a bit jealous that I wasn't out plane spotting yesterday, to be fair. But I had a gorgeous and very, very special family day yesterday. So hope you guys had a great time. But good to see you, Hannah, Steve, and Frankie. Thank you so much for joining in this morning. Always a pleasure to host you here on the live stream. A320 off to Palma is our next departure. Here from Bristol Airport, get eyes on. Is it going to be a little bit of a turn and burn for this 320? Sounds a little bit like it. Feels like the wind's changed a little bit as well. Steve M, good to see you. Morning all. Morning, hope all are well. By the way, EGGD is not called international anymore, is it not? All right, I'll change that. Good on ya. That's just the information that's being pulled off of the local ADSB readers, my friend. So I'll see if I can change that. Yeah, definitely a turn and burn for this 320. Beautiful departure off to Palma. Sally's there in the chat as well. Good to see you, Sally. Karen, AV Geek, good to see you. Day 12 of finding infinite flight players. Tracy saying it was a beautiful day yesterday. Saving grace of being stuck on the A38 with a breakdown. Oh no. Gosh. Steve saying Bristol Airport dropped international from its name in March 2010 to rebrand with a simpler, more modern identity that highlighted its role as a regional hub for both passengers and the community. Good on you, Steve. Thank you so much for the information. Really do appreciate that. I'll check out I'll check out how I can change the information so it doesn't say international. But yeah, that information on your screen, my friend, is just feeding from some of the local ADSB readers. So there'll be something somewhere, you know, going a little bit wrong there in the matrix. But here we go. Next departure, EasyJet out the door. Oh, Shawnee boy, steady on. Once again, nice and quiet there, eh? Wind's picking up a touch here at the airport as well. Riding up over the top of the hills this morning. Gorgeous departure. My friends at EasyJet, just going to spin back over to Flight Radar on my phone there and get you some information. Our next departure, Ryanair, Boeing 737 out the door, off to Bydgoszcz. Waiting to hear that power being set behind me, and I'll spin around and get it. Sitting pretty on runway 09 this morning. Steve M, no protesters today, no. No protesters today. Not yet anyway, but yeah, they were setting up by pretty much this point. By this point last week, so. Here we go, Ryanair 737 power set, heading out to Bydgoszcz this morning, so let's get around and get it. Wow, gorgeous departure there from the Ryanair 737. Gorgeous departure. Off to Bydgoszcz. I believe we said that was in... Do you know what? I can't remember. Bydgoszcz. The one place name that froze me, eh? Well, not one, there's quite a few. Gorgeous departure. That wind is just making these guys just cruise out. Making them cruise out. Be Real's there in the chat as well. Good to see you. Poland, that's the one. Good on you, Francis. Poland was in mind. All right, next departure, lined up on runway 09, ready to rock and roll. EasyJet A320 heading out to Amsterdam, 214 variant. 11 years in the EasyJet fleet, and a massive shout out to Tracy, dropping in yet again another 5 gifted memberships on today's live stream. Tracy, thank you so much. That's incredible support from yourself this morning, Tracy. Thank you so much for dropping in 5 gifted memberships. Massive welcome to those new members that picked up a membership from Tracy. If you're there in the chat, make sure to say a huge thank you to Tracy. Here we go, EasyJet heading out to Amsterdam this morning. Here we go, 320. Going to be screaming past our sharklets for on the wingtips. Looking beautiful coming down 09. Definitely using the natural decline in the runway there to pick up speed. Beautiful departure once again from the A320. Love the shark lips on the wingtips as well, especially when it's gliding through. Just a very prominent wingtip there. Here he is, the legend himself. Telly NZ dropping in to the live stream. Good morning, good afternoon. Well, good evening to you, Telly, over there in New Zealand. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Lovely to have you here with us this morning. On a very cruisy and very beautiful morning here at the airport. Such a pleasure to have every single one of you joining us today. And if you lovely people haven't already, please do drop in and hit that like button. Free way for you lovely people to support the channel. Hey, West Country Wanderer. Good to see you, my friend. Say morning, Sean, and all Sky Squatters. Hope you're all doing okay. Good to see you. Little Luigi's there in the chat too. Bristol Airport really busy this morning. Yeah, the usual movements for Bristol. But West Country Wanderer, good to see you, my friend. Hope you and Becky are doing well. Railman 7454, good to see you. And a massive shout out to Franksy and Christine, dropping in 5 apiece there on the gifted memberships as well. Franksy, thank you so much for dropping in 5 gifted memberships. And a massive shout out to our wonderful supermod, Mrs. Christine Frank, for dropping in 5 gifted memberships as well. You guys are awesome. Long-term supporters of the channel all the way over there in New Zealand. As mentioned, a pleasure has been mine to meet you guys a handful of times as well. So thank you so much, guys, for your ongoing support. And of course, Christine, for your ongoing time of being one of our awesome supermods. Andy Fishlot, good morning. Good to see you. Saying good morning, Sean. Hope you are well. Weather looks great today. Again, you've not got any protesters today with you. No, we haven't. No protesters today so far. I reckon it probably didn't hold much weight, eh? Did get picked up by the media, though. The local media picked it up, which was quite surprising. Okay, Karen, AV Geek, and Flight Deck Dreamer out the door. See ya. That Ryanair to Bidgosh makes me wonder how the hell you even pronounce that. Steve, me and you both, buddy. Me and you both. There's been quite a decent ongoing and running joke here on Sky Squad TV, where there's so many European place names here that you can fly to from here at Bristol, and also when I was based back in Hertfordshire for a few months after arriving back into the UK, being at Luton, there's so many place names that, gosh, man, I've just not been able to pronounce. So a lot of running joke between myself and the mods and a lot of long-term watchers of the channel here, where just there's so many place names that I genuinely cannot pronounce. So, but we managed to teach me how to pronounce Bidgosh. Where's that guy? Trying to zoom in on a guy flying overhead. Here we go. Focus. What do you reckon? Jet2.com livery? Yeah. But yeah, Bidgosh. We big shout out to Marcel, one of our viewers from Holland, who let us know how to pronounce that, and I believe Ipso as well. Good on you, Robert. Tracy, when you need an Arik to help you. Yeah, very true. Arik could be the perfect person, of course, to let us know all about the Polish place names. It would give us the correct pronunciation. So hopefully, if Arik ever tunes into the stream, hopefully I'm pronouncing it correctly. Bydgoszcz. Saying it with a very English accent, of course. Liam's Aviation's there in the chat as well. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Steve. Always great to visit a place where you cannot announce a destination. Where are you going? Don't ask, lol. So good. No idea. Where are you going? No idea. Somewhere, but no idea. Epic, eh? Where's our next one? Just below that guy. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? I'm trying to locate it for you. There it is. EasyJet. What do you reckon? Yeah, lovely. We're just zooming in on the ones that are flying overhead because we've got a little bit of a quiet period here at Bristol. Due to the weather, I feel like a lot of our departures have been able to get out just a little bit earlier. So we'll have a quick look at what is going overhead. Telly NZ, that place over there. So good. Oh, I lost that EasyJet big time. Where'd it go? Is it over there now? Sean got distracted by Tracy's comment there. There it is. Lost sight of our EasyJet. Well, I'm going to say goodbye to EasyJet as well. We are pretty much cleared out here at Bristol, so we'll keep an eye on what is flying above us, but we'll get a nice shot of this TUI and the Jet 2 and the holiday livery for the time being. I might just have a quick little snack here behind the scenes and a quick drink. Samantha saying KLM Boeing 777 will be flying over any moment now. It surely will. I think that's it over there. We'll park the drink. There's an Atlas Air coming in from the west, is there? What's this guy? Is that our 777 KLM? Yeah. Surely. KLM 777 flying over. My tripod is as vertical as I can get it to go. That is as vertical as I can get my tripod to go. So we'll wait for it to spin around and come behind us, and I'll zoom in on it in just a moment. But definitely want to try and see if we can locate that 747, eh? Be great to zoom in on the 747. We were able to zoom in on an Airbus A340 this morning, flying overhead from Washington to Frankfurt. I got a little bit psyched by it, to be honest, because I thought it was, oh, there's the Atlas Air. I thought it was a Boeing 777 that was on radar. I think, here you go. I think that guy there is the 747 Atlas Air. Probably a touch too far away. Yeah, well and truly a 747. You can see those, the contrails there. Let's see if I can keep this in shot. He says, losing it the moment that he moves. There we go. Atlas Air 747 by the looks of it. Sitting pretty, 35,000 feet, traveling at 939 kilometers an hour. Atlas Air 747 freighter, beautiful. Just about make out the Atlas written on the side of the body of the plane. Just about make it out up there. Mega, look at that, beautiful, eh? Man, how good would it be if a 747 just randomly turned up here and landed at Bristol? Mad. I would imagine physically impossible. Well, probably not. You know, in a very light loaded 747 landing on a 2,000 meter runway, surely that could happen at some point with no cargo whatsoever, hardly any fuel on board. Surely they could get it to land. I really need to sneeze. So apologies, guys, if I sneeze in just a moment. Well and truly, that 747, beautiful. Look at it just coming slowly into view for us. Look at that. Wow. Just cruising, eh? Absolutely cruising. As mentioned, 35,000 feet. 900 plus Ks an hour. Gorgeous. Yeah, you can definitely see the Atlas on the Atlas text on the body there, eh? Oh, don't lose it, Sean. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. Look at that. Gorgeous, eh? Fair play to the camera, man. The camera is doing well to keep that in focus. Camera is doing very well to keep that in focus. Very far away from my location I'm standing at right now. We're very lucky here on the West Country to have all those heavies flying overhead. You can almost see the tail through the trails as well. You see that? Do you see the tail appear through the trails? Mega. So cool. All right, going to say goodbye to the 747. Beautiful scenes there. Good on you for keeping me up to date with that one, guys. Let me know if any other special big heavy movements that may come over the top of Bristol, but we do have our next departure. EasyJet 320. Steve M saying, shame the 747s are only really cargo these days. 777 near you, which I guess has replaced a lot of them. It's still the queen of the skies. Yeah, completely agree. Still the queen of the skies, and in my opinion, my all-time favourite plane, the Airbus A380, is well and truly the king of the skies. I've heard a few people call the A380 the queen of the sky, and I'm like, you obviously don't understand aviation. The Boeing 747 is the queen of the skies. I'm not a massive Boeing plane fan. I'm more of an Airbus fan. Definitely an Airbus fanboy, that's for sure. Self-confessed. But yeah, can't go past the 747, eh? Here we go, A320 Neo out the door off to Bilbao this morning. EasyJet. If I'm pronouncing that one correctly. 251 variant. Gorgeous departure as that light wind has now gone and the sun is now starting to warm us up a bit more too. Gorgeous departure there from our friends at the EasyJet A320 Neo. Got another departure coming up for you guys momentarily. Beautiful, eh? What a shot. Little Luigi, wow, perfect. What do you use? Little Luigi, are you talking about what camera? I think you might be surprised to find out. It's just a everyday, easygoing Panasonic camcorder. It is the HC VX1 4K camcorder. We, of course, We, of course, stream in 1080p here on Sky Squad TV, but it is a 4K compatible camera. Tinkerbell Bristol, is that Bristol Airport? Surely is. Welcome to Bristol Airport. You can, the information for you is on the top left of your screen there, my friend. And the fish lot saying 380 King of the Skies, 747 Queen of the Skies. Correct. France is saying Korean and Lufthansa are the only airlines to fly the 747-8 passenger. Very true. To continue flying it as a passenger plane, of course. But very true, Francis. I had the pleasure of flying on a 747 actually quite a few years ago, British Airways, from London Heathrow to JFK, New York. Oh no, was it JFK or was it Newark? I can't remember now. It was a while ago. I think it actually may have been Newark. But yeah, flew on the British Airways A3 Boeing 747 from London Heathrow to Newark Airport, I believe it was, with my mum quite a few years ago, and it was an absolute delight. Tinkerbell Bristol saying, I live in Bristol. Awesome. Yeah, I kind of gathered that from your name there on YouTube with the Bristol part of it. Good to see you. Welcome to your local airport live on YouTube. Hope you're doing well. For those of you that have been watching our Bristol live streams here on Sky Squad TV pretty much since day one of coming to Bristol, what do you think to this location? So let me quickly show you. So where I usually stand is on that mound right there. It doesn't look like much of a mound, and you can't see it because my tripod's up and above it, but that dirt patch right there that I've made is a dirt mound, which of course gets us up and above basically that hedge line there, really. But I wanted to try this particular location I'm standing at now, which is flat on the ground, a lot flatter than what I usually am on the ground. Flat on the ground there in front of the fence, because runway 09 is in operation. Of course, we do have this hedgerow here, which of course we can't do much about because that's on the public road area there. But what do you think to this location? Do you like it? I've been enjoying it a bit more. As mentioned earlier on in the stream, it gives me more of a solid base for the tripod to be on for more smoother horizontal and vertical panning of the camera. So yeah, let me know what you think. Have you enjoyed this particular new spot that we're standing at? In the comment, it would be nice if this was a little bit more raised up as well. But I've always wondered how easy it would be to bring a shovel out one night and flatten that mound and make it a bit wider. Because the only thing with that mound that I stand on is that you have to like straddle the legs of the tripod either side of the mound, and yeah, that's why it makes it quite hard to get the balance of the tripod right and the balance of the tripod head right as well. All right, here we go. Next departure out the door is a Boeing 737 Ryanair heading back out to Dublin. This was our guy that arrived in earlier. 13 years old in the Ryanair fleet, registered to them in 2012. Of course, Ryanair being a Boeing only fleet. Telly NZ saying the Sky Squad mound. You know it. Steve M, I live in Bristol too, just not in my name. Good on you, Steve. I thought so with the information you were giving us earlier. Regarding the airport itself. Francis saying, I guess the new Qantas A350 Ultra long range will be a very interesting aircraft for the AV geek who wants to fly on it. Will they want the whole 20 plus hours? Do you know what, Francis? Do you know what? I'd be keen. If it means I can just go, if I can get on the plane and get off in Sydney, yes, please. That'd be awesome. And then when I want to get over to visit my friends in New Zealand, then of course just do a short 3-hour hop over to NZ. What do we have flying over there? Where's that guy? Short 3-hour hop over to NZ. Very keen. Oh, I've lost the trail. What's this guy? Too far away for me to get a good picture. We'll wait for that guy to come over. But yeah, Francis, Project Sunrise, Qantas, A350 Ultra Long Range. Well and truly keen for that flight, eh? No idea what the price is going to be. No idea what the price is going to be, but I'm keen for it. But yeah, Telly, the Sky Squad mound, I like that. Becky M up there earlier on in the chat saying, I flew on a 747 in 2008 to Vegas. Jersey girl. She's now just sat in an old plane graveyard. Beautiful plane. Let me guess, Jersey girl, the name. That was with Virgin. Virgin Atlantic. You can experience a hibernation pod with a wellness spa. Wowzers. Louise, good to see you. I'm going to go back up and check out those chats in just a moment after our Ryanair departure. Our good friend Kevin has just landed back home in Wellington safely. Good on you, Kev. Thanks for tuning in and letting us know, buddy. Hope you had a good flight. Ryanair heading back out to Dublin. Yeah, Ryanair giving us some nice noise there this morning, finally. Nice loud departure from a Ryanair Boeing 737 heading out to Dublin. Andy, I've not been able to check out the model store. I want to. Hey Andy, my memory is pretty rubbish at the moment with trying to remember stuff. Can you do me a favour? Can you send me an email, Sean, SEAN, at skysquadtv.com with a link to the model store? And then that'll be in my inbox for me to check out because I keep forgetting, my friend. So can you send me a link to that, please? Steve saying the 777 New York to London we passing near you is 27 years old and is still going strong. Mad, eh? Good on you, Kev. Glad to know you have arrived home and landed down safe and sound, my friend. Where's our 777 coming over? That's the one I was trying to locate. Just like it made a slight turn looking at the trails, unless the trails are just blowing away in the wind. But the sun there coming in, blowing our picture out there. Once again, lovely to see you all. Welcome into Sky Squad TV. Hope you're doing well. 8 a.m. local time here in the morning. Nice 2 hours worth of departures. One arrival. We're waiting for our next arrival to come in, which will be with us shortly. But a lovely morning of departures here at Bristol. It's always quite slow at this particular point of the live stream, as most of our departures have already been and gone. Just get the odd few coming out to play for us, but we're just watching this Ryanair 737 heading out to Dublin this morning. But a gorgeous morning here once again in Somerset and the Bristol area. A pleasure to have you all here watching with us. Thank you so much for joining in. If you're enjoying the show, please do hit the like button. And also, feel free to subscribe if you are very much enjoying the show. I'd love to have you. Sean loses our Ryanair 737. It's gone up there, but we want to try and locate that 777 that's flying over as well. Where are we? Come on, buddy. Show yourself. Show yourself. Show yourself. Which way is it going? That's what I want to know. EasyJet 320 Neo been pushed back by the looks of it. I think that Sean is getting the hang of saying Somerset the local way. Somerset. In the West Country accent. Where is it? Oh, there it is up there. Well and truly vertical. I can probably get it. Let me see if I can get it. The 777 is flying over Long Ashton. It surely is. I can probably get it. It says losing once again. Man, that's quite high. Nah, there's way too much glare up there. Can't see it. Oh no, there it is. Gotcha. No trails on that guy. Flying well and truly above us there, that 777. British Airways, JFK to London Heathrow. 23,500 feet sitting there. Is it coming down? Yeah, slowly. Starting its descent down into London Heathrow, currently travelling at 800 k's an hour. Good on you guys. Thank you so much for the call outs, eh? We love it when the visibility is like this and we can see the heavies flying overhead. Because that's a great extra amount of planes to watch whilst we're waiting for the next departures and arrivals. Because Bristol Airport kind of takes the next 20 to 30 minutes to almost reset itself. And then it comes back to life again when the next flurry of departures are out the door. 777 looks tiny, eh? 747 Media, good morning, welcome. Mission Apparition, good to see you as well, tuning in from Western Supermare. With 747 Media, good morning, good to see you, saying I'm a new plane spotter, trying to take pictures of planes over 30k feet is good, but I'd like to see lower planes. Would you recommend Bristol? Yeah, I would. I definitely would recommend Bristol. Bristol's got some awesome spots you can come and stand, and when the weather's nice like today, and like we've had over the last few weeks, over the last few days, sorry, then yeah, you can get some absolutely gorgeous shots and gorgeous views here at Bristol. We're standing in the Felton Common area, but of course, yeah, if you're keen to get like very easy-going passenger planes, so like this EasyJet 320, Jet2 737s, which is being pushed back in your picture as well, TUI, and then the odd private jet, especially during the summertime when Glastonbury Festival is on. Bristol Airport is the main airport that is used for all of the artists and that come in. So, of course, you get some very bougie and very nice looking private jets that arrive into a Bristol airport. So you can get some very nice pictures of those guys. And yeah, if you're local to Bristol, get involved in the Bristol Airport Plane Spotters Facebook group. And there during the summer months, you can stand up on the top of the roof of the Lowell's Gate House during the events that the airport puts on. So they're almost a private event. They're ticketed. You have to buy a ticket for the event, and then you get given access to the top of the Lowell's Gate House. And you can stand up on the rooftop. We were there 2 weeks ago. Or was it two weeks ago? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, 2 weeks ago we were there doing a live stream from the rooftop of the Lowell's Gate House overlooking a runway 27 departures and arrivals, and it was fantastic. So get some awesome pictures up there as well. But yeah, definitely recommend Bristol. If it's local to you, then I definitely recommend Bristol as a plane spotting airport. Lots of really nice spots to stand, and it's awesome when like today when it's reverse stops and runway 09's in action. And if also you've got a car or a van that you can stand on top of, then you can get around to the perimeter road. The road that runs around the perimeter of the airport, and you can stand on top of your vehicle there and get some good shots. Also, guys, FYI, if anybody in the Bristol area or Somerset area is looking for a job, Bristol Airport posted on their Facebook page that they are hiring some ground crew staff. So you can be one of those guys in the car, in one of those two cars that were hooning around there on the taxiway. They are hiring for some ground crew staff. Silky Sam, good morning, my friend. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Welcome in. Welcome. 747 Media, awesome. Definitely join that group. I often see the EasyJets and Ryanairs on the way to Bristol and get some pictures. Thank you so much. Yeah, no worries at all. Honestly, Bristol is a great airport for plane spotting. The Bristol Airport crew, the team, the ground staff and all the other staff are very welcoming of plane spotters as well. So yeah, definitely get involved. In the Plane Spotters Facebook group there, and you'll get some extra information and be able to talk to all of the locals in there as well. But hey, if you're ever out at Felton Common and you see me streaming, then definitely come on up and say hello. Samantha saying, my auntie lives in Parsonage Lane. Oh, awesome. I actually drive up that lane. just before the Bristol Airport runway, depending on which direction you come from when they come into land, they fly over her house at rooftop level. Yeah, I bet they do. So good. I actually drive up that lane on the way to the airport, and I'll be driving back down that lane as well on the way home. All right, EasyJet A320 Neo heading out the door off to Cos this morning. 251 variant. 1 year old, this particular A320 Neo. Very new in the EasyJet fleet there. All right, it's waiting for this guy. Excuse me. Waiting for this beautiful EasyJet A320 Neo to depart. Samantha saying she always tells me when Jet 2 comes into land and mega loud and it shakes her house. So good. Andy Fishlock, good on ya, coming in, joining up onto the ground crew membership tier there. Andy, appreciate you so much, my friend. It's incredible support. Thank you so much for coming in and deciding to join up on to the membership tier. That's amazing. Thank you. Incredible support, and I don't take it lightly when anybody joins up. So thank you, Andy. Stoked that you are able to enjoy the show so much that you would like to become a member. So thank you, my friend, for your ongoing and continued support. EasyJet 320 Neo out the door. Steep climb. Very steep climb there from the 320 Neo. And then, of course, we had a Jet 2 Boeing 737 that'll be going up to 09 right now, I believe. It sounds like it's taxiing behind me. Rugby lover Exeter Chiefs, good morning. Good to see you. Almost perfect flying weather and a great view out of the windows for the passengers, says Steve M. Very true, my friend. Louise is out the door. Good to see you, Louise. Thanks so much for joining in. Francis saying that Delta are flying the A330-200 JFK London Heathrow. Be with you soon overhead. Are they? Oh, awesome. They don't tend to fly the A330 to Heathrow. Delta usually fly their... Delta or American that usually fly their 767. The Boeing 767, they usually fly from JFK to Heathrow. So interesting. That's a bit of a treat for those passengers, eh? But Andy, once again, thank you so much for joining up onto the membership tiers there. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much, my friend. Is that out there in the distance? Oh. No, coming over shortly. See if we can locate our 320 again. I'll get that Delta. You guys seem to like the Delta. I'll get eyes on that as it comes over. 747, are you going to Riot this year? I'm thinking about bringing a cable to live stream if my channel has grown a bit. Would you recommend live streaming a grow your aviation channel? 100%. If you wanted to live stream, in the nicest way of saying it, why would you not live stream? If you've got the capabilities to do it, you've got the time and you've also got the permission. Make sure you get permission though from events like that. At events like that, sorry. If you don't ask for permission, they might not take too kindly to you live streaming because events like that like to keep their media in-house. So make sure you reach out. Always good to build rapport with anybody and build a relationship with anybody at airports, at events, to, you know, be in good standing with them, build up a good relationship, introduce them to yourself and the channel. But I'm not sure yet. In regards to your question asking if I'm going, I'm not 100% sure yet. I'd like to go. Need to see if I can make it happen, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, you know, if you want to start up a live streaming channel and you don't live stream, then that would be a bit awkward, I suppose. or if you start up a channel and advertise it as a live streaming channel and only post highlight videos, then of course, yeah, that would be a bit strange, I suppose. Steve M saying, just noticed my membership, too busy looking at the plane. So whoever that was, thank you. Good on you, Steve. One of the many people that have very kindly dropped in some gifted memberships today. And the awesome Silky Sam has just gone ahead and dropped in some more memberships as well. So we'll get around and check those out in just a moment. Where's our Jet 2 that went up to 09? Oh, there it is. I can see the tail. Oh, A330 flying overhead right now. Where is it? Can hear it. Where are you, buddy? Show yourself. A330, show yourself. Over that way, just a little bit more. Try and locate it. It's very hazy up there at the moment. Oh, that might be over there. Flying well and truly into the haze. Inspo Morse 85. Good to see you. Good morning. Saying, hey all, we were here yesterday for a watch of some planes. Good on you. I'm trying to locate in the distance an A330, which I think I may have been able to locate. Is that it there? Gone way too far. Really hazy over there at the moment. Very hazy over there at the moment, but that is our Delta A330-200. Apologies, guys. I'm not able to zoom in and get a good picture of that. Apologies there. Silky Sam dropping in. Some very awesome support. Some very awesome support there, dropping in at 10 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Silky Sam. Really do appreciate you guys. You guys have been absolutely awesome today on the gifted membership front. Absolutely mega support from all of you. So thank you so much. Our Jet 2 in the .com livery heading out to Paphos. But thank you, Sam. Really do appreciate you dropping those in, buddy. Really do appreciate it. Where were we? Inspo Morse. Yeah, good to see you again, my friend. Saying, hey all, we were here yesterday for a watch of some planes. Good on ya. It was a beautiful day yesterday. Gorgeous day to come out and do some plane spotting. So you picked a good one, buddy. You picked a good one. Steve M saying, Max from Malaga on approach. It surely is. It'll be coming in after. Wow, this Jet 2 really needs to get a move on, because that Ryanair Max is well and truly on its tail. Here we go. Jet 2 coming at us. Runway 09. Heading out the door off to Paphos in the .com livery 737. Good on you, Telly. Masa saying hello from Japan. Konnichiwa. Beautiful Jet 2 departure there in the .com livery heading out off to Paphos. I'm not going to spend too much longer on this guy, because that 737 is hot on its tail. Ryanair coming in from Malaga. Well and truly hot on its tail. That was close, man. That separation there. Very close. Francis down the scooter slope. How good. Yeah, any tech questions at all, drop me an email, as our wonderful supermod Telly just said, Sean@skysquadtv.com, just to keep the live stream chat flowing about aviation and the planes that are coming and going. Any technical chat, any equipment, any tech chat, send me an email and or become part of the Sky Squad TV Discord server, which is behind somewhat of a paywall to keep some of the spam bots away. To get full access to the Discord server, be a paying member. There is a publicly open chat channel on there as well, which is called Lurking and Working. But to get full access, then yeah, you need to be a paying member. Ryanair Boeing 737 MAX coming in from Malaga, looking very flat, planting it down a lot earlier than what our very first Ryanair arrival did. The very first Ryanair arrival floated long and touched down way past the touchdown point. Tracy, the 9 kg cooking fat has plonked itself on my lap, so restricted access to my keyboard. So good, Tracy. I love that. Not much noise at all from that Ryanair Boeing 737 MAX 8, operated by Malta Air, arriving from Malaga. 3 years old in the Ryanair fleet, registered in 2020, with the skimmies on the wingtips. Did you guys also notice? I didn't actually notice it until someone pointed it out to me on the highlight video on last week's live stream, Sunday morning's last week's live stream, when it shifted to reverse ops 09, one of the Jet2 holiday liveries, I think it was the very first one. I think it was the very first one that departed after it shifted round to 09, had a skimmy missing on the right wingtip. So if you guys don't know what I mean by the skimmies, you see how on this Ryanair, on the wingtip there, you've got one wingtip that goes up and the yellow wingtip that goes down. You get a good view of it right now. Those are called skimmy tars, or for short, skimmies. I get that from my Australian viewers. But you see that one on the bottom? So on the Jet2 holiday livery that departed from 09, the first one I believe it was, departed from 09 last week, that did not have the skimmy on the bottom of the right wing, but it did on the left wing. I didn't actually notice it live on stream. Very hard to see sometimes on a very small little 2-inch, 3-inch viewfinder on the camera. But it had that. Hello, pup. But it had that. So yeah, it was missing the skimmy on the right-hand side of the wing there. So yeah, go back and watch the highlight video. I believe it's on my YouTube video highlights or YouTube shorts. If not, then it's definitely on Facebook, on the highlight reels, and Instagram as well. So you can go check those out. And I believe also on our TikTok channel. So we got TikTok, we have Facebook, we have Instagram as well. Recently started up the TikTok channel just to secure the handle on TikTok there of Sky Squad TV. So yeah. But yeah, was missing the skimmy on the right-hand side. Inspo Morse asking, are you on Felton Common? Surely am, my friend. Yeah, surely am. Great spot. Right up against the fence line that's here. Ryan Edo planting it down from Malaga this morning. And our next Jet2 holiday livery has been pushed back. Steve. So good. So basically there's an airport tug somewhere with a fin stuck through its roof driving around like a shark. Steve, that's awesome, mate. I love that. Mega comment. So good. Inspo, the classic watching spot surely is, mate. It's awesome, eh? You can get right up against the fence here on the flat which I'm standing on, or like 10-15 steps to my right hand side, and you can stand on the mud mound that I usually stand on. But today for 09, I wanted to trial standing a bit more down on the flat for those nicer, smoother pans and stuff as well. But yeah, Inspo Morse, if you're ever out in Felton Common in the morning time, I know most people aren't out at this time in the morning, and you see me streaming, I'll be out in the evenings, hopefully sometime soon as well. If you see me out here streaming, coming up and say hello. I don't bite, I promise. But it'll be great to meet you. It'll be good to see you, put a face to a name. So definitely come on out and come and say hello. But as we are looking at this Jet2 holiday livery being pushed back, I want to come back over again and say a hello to all of you. Put a face to a name for those of you that haven't seen me before. I'm actually just going to make one quick adjustment to where this camera is. So just give me a moment there, guys, and we'll just turn that and just make sure that looks all right for you guys. But lovely to see you all. Good to see you. Good morning. My name is Sean, your host here on the channel if I haven't seen you before. And welcome to Bristol Airport. Got another about an hour or so left in our show today. We usually finish up at about 9:30 a.m. local time. We start anywhere between 5:45 and 6 a.m. in the morning here for the early morning departures and the arrival run here at Bristol. It's nice and busy between basically 5:45 in the morning until about 8 a.m. in the morning, and then it kind of slows down a little bit there as well. But lovely to see you. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the show. Hope you have been enjoying the show here on Sky Squad TV. If you have, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button as well if you are enjoying it. We try to do weekly live streams from Bristol. In the summer times, we hope that we can do some weeks where we can do multiple streams, do two streams there in the week for you. And it's gorgeous on a day like today where the sun's out, sky is clear enough, like it's cleared up quite a bit. And yeah, we can see the heavies and stuff flying over. Last week we caught C-17 flying over, which was mega, and we got a beautiful view of an Emirates A380 that flew over. We saw a gorgeous Atlas Air this morning, 747, Boeing 747 fly over the freighter, of course, so we saw that this morning as well, which is mega. But yeah, we love being at Bristol. This is our local airport, and when the Bristol rooftop summer sessions are on, then we get up there as well and we can stream from the rooftops. A big shout out to the Bristol team for allowing me to stream from the rooftop of the Lowellsgate house as well. I'm just going to come in and see this here. Catch up on the chat there as well. Teddy and Zed saying, look for this face. Am I standing in the right place? I think so. I'm just going to check another one that came through. Yeah, we're looking good on there. Sorry guys, wanted to check something there in the background whilst I'm over here talking to you, but lovely to see you all. Pipsqueak, so good, so good. Just catching up in the chat there. Little Luigi asking me, are you from New Zealand? Yes, I am. So I am originally from the UK, but I moved over to the Southern Hemisphere in 2016. And then recently moved back to the UK in September of last year with my wife and my boy. So we're now back in the UK. And yeah, we call Somerset our home for the time being, for the next X amount of years, however long that will be. But yeah, so good. There you go, Teddy and Zay coming in with the information. Oakley Park, good morning, good to see you. But yeah, here we are at Bristol, our local. And yeah, as we were talking earlier on, you know, we're sharing information about the Bristol expansion. I've got some more information I can share with you guys. For those of you who aren't aware, Bristol Airport is in a position at the moment where it's waiting to expand. Going to expand the runway, expand the operations here at Bristol so we can welcome bigger planes and more international, long-haul international flights. Hoping to go 3 flights a week, I believe, is the hope for Bristol to America. And then hopefully it opens us up to Asian airlines coming and going, because how awesome would it be to see a Singapore A350 or a Cathay Pacific A350 come in and land at Bristol, or any of the other Asian airlines for that matter. I'm going to spin you guys back over to our main screen because our Jet 2 is on the move. But honestly, how good would it be to be able to see more long-haul flights coming and going at Bristol and be able to get Bristol to, you know, open up even more to the rest of the world. Oakley Park, good morning though, good to see you, hope you're doing well. And obviously part of that expansion, which I've shared a few times on the stream, but I'll kind of regurgitate some of that information for you guys, especially for those of you that aren't 100% aware about the Bristol Airport expansion. Currently, Bristol Airport is handling 10+ million passengers. I think last year was 10.8 million. And the hope is with the expansion that they can handle 12 million passengers. It's basically on the road to handling 12 million passengers at Bristol Airport, which would be amazing. It'll be such a great milestone for Bristol Airport to handle those extra people. Be great if they could push that to even more people, like get even more people flying into Bristol, get even more people coming into the Somerset and the Wiltshire area. And of course, that opens up, of course, as we mentioned, more planes, more routes coming and going. So for the summer season, which we are currently in right now here in the UK, the summer flight season starts pretty early. It starts at the pretty much the beginning of April, I believe it starts at. Judith Johnston, good to see you. Imps More saying, I remember before Bristol Airport was an international airport, before they moved the road to add in the landing guidance system. It's grown so much already. Yeah, very true. Growing heaps, eh? It's awesome though. I'm all about it. I'm all about it. It's good. It's good to see. It's good to see the expansion. But I was just mentioning there about some of the new routes that are coming in. Ryanair and EasyJet, of course, have added a couple more routes onto into Bristol for the summer season. The new route the vast majority of the new route anyway new routes for Ryanair is the Bari route, which is in Italy. It's a brand new addition for Ryanair this year during the summer season here at Bristol. But Ryanair's put a massive investment into Bristol, just launched their 2026 summer schedule, and they have 36 routes and 5 aircraft based here at Bristol, and that's about a $500 million investment from Ryanair into Bristol Airport, which is absolutely fantastic. Here we go, Jet2 holiday livery out the door. Off to Tenerife this morning. And thank everybody for hitting the like button, blasted through 200 likes on today's live stream. So thank you guys, really do appreciate your support. Here we go, Jet2 holiday livery coming at us. Sunshine on the tail. Heading to a very sunny holiday area in Tenerife. Beautiful. Beautiful. Gorgeous departure there from my friends at Jet2. I love that holiday livery. I'm becoming quite fond of that. Definitely need to get myself a model of the Jet2 holiday livery. I need to remember the name of that model store and see if they've got a Jet2 holiday livery Boeing 737 in there. Off to Tenerife. I'm imagining going to be banking right pretty soon. So I'm just going to lock that off there. Oi! Lock that off there for the time being. Boeing 777 flying over as well. We missed the A350. Getting pretty hazy up there though at the moment. All right, we're going to say goodbye to our Jet2 and we're going to get eyes on because we can see it as clear as day. Boeing 777 flying overhead. I'm going to stay zoomed out a bit until I can bring the camera back up because we are at a full vertical pound on my camera. I can't go any more vertical than that on the camera, but there's a Boeing 777 flying over and above. Which you guys have called out there in the chat for us as well. But once it gets a little bit more to our right hand side and I can drop the camera down a bit more, then I'll be able to get a bit of a better view for it. There we go. Beautiful, Boeing 777 flying overhead. Bit of shouting going on the right hand side of me there. Sounds like a dog walker trying to get their dog back from running away. Gorgeous, eh? Look at that, beautiful. Got to keep your eyes to the sky at Bristol when it's a clear day, because you get to see some gorgeous heavies flying over to Heathrow and or flying over to certain other parts of Europe. She's pretty far away from me in my location right now though, so just goes to show you how clear it is up there at the moment. Visibility is beautiful. Gorgeous, eh? Look at that, just cruising along. All right, we're going to say goodbye to the 777 and let's get eyes back on our Jet 2 that headed out the door to Tenerife, which is right there. There's our Jet 2 holiday livery that we just watched depart from Bristol heading out to Tenerife this morning. Gorgeous, eh? Love it. I love it. Man, I love aviation and planes. I love Sky Squad TV. I love this community. I love being out here doing this. Getting outdoors, enjoying it. Where'd you go? There it is. Such an awesome way to start off a Sunday morning. Go on, buddy. You know you want to focus. Go on. There it is. It's a bit better. Steve Moore, good on you, mate. Good to see you, my good friend Steve from Wellington, New Zealand. Morning, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Pleasure to see you here this morning, Steve. So good. All right, going to say goodbye to our Jet 2 because I need to spin the camera back around so I don't completely snag and break my HDMI cable there this morning. We do have another beautiful A320 flying above us, 36,000 feet. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Which one are you? Which one up there are you? That one. See if I can locate it for you. Very hazy up there at the moment, as mentioned. No, oh, there you go. A little bit higher. Found it that time round. Plane spotting at its best here, guys. Plane spotting at its best. Close-ups and far away. Sitting at 36,000 feet. Our EasyJet A320 from Manchester to Lisbon. BA Dreamliner overhead. Give me a second, guys. I'm just going to locate that BA Dreamliner. We are plane spotting well and truly today, guys. Keeping me on my toes, eh? Well and truly keeping me on my toes. It's behind me. Interesting. Doesn't have any trails, so that's why I couldn't see it. Didn't have any trails behind it, so it's finding that one a touch harder to locate. But here we go. I'm just going to spin this so I can see it a bit better. Where are you, buddy? Where'd you go? You're up there in that section right there. This is live plane spotting at its best right now, ladies and gentlemen. Nah, I'm not going to be able to locate that. That sun is absolutely blazing. Absolutely blazing. But that was a British Airways 787 that was flying over. We'll keep an eye on the next one, eh? Because you guys are letting me know there's some awesome planes coming over for us. Wondering when our TUI is going to go out. I need to have a look at the departures list. Steve Emmett's hiding. Steve Moore, look at them chemtrails. Steady, Steve, steady. Good on you guys. Thank you for calling those out, eh? So good. British Airways, Boeing 787-10 is going to be our next heavy that's flying over and above. Think I can see that in the distance. Got some nice heavies coming over, guys. Got some very nice heavies coming over. Man, it'd be good if Bristol had some heavies. Okay, so our next departure is a Ryanair Boeing 737 out the door off to Malaga, which isn't departing for another half an hour. So we've got a nice quiet section here. We've got one. And then we should have another. Our next arrival is going to be our EasyJet A319 baby bus coming in from Faro. And then a couple of Ryanairs coming in behind that as well. It's like some of them are running early for us this morning, which is awesome. So that's very cool. Picking up a bit of a tailwind, I suppose, coming over the UK. Bit of an easterly coming in, so carrying those guys over to the west coast. We'll try and keep eyes on the sky for that Dreamliner. Some of those Dreamliners coming over, no trails behind them. So yeah, a little bit difficult to... locate those guys. Right, time for a quick snack. There it is. British Airways Dreamliner 787 MAX 10 flying over. No trails on that one as well. The Dreamliners, for some reason, aren't giving off trails as they're coming over. But the 777s and the 350s are. So what's that all about, I wonder? But there's our British Airways 787-10 Dreamliner. Yeah, what's that all about, I wonder? As that light breeze picks up for us here this morning, we'll say goodbye to that Dreamliner. Beautiful, though. I think there's a 777 next in the heavy stack coming over Bristol. But as mentioned, guys, this is the part where Bristol Airport like really kind of slows down. And so we have like about a half an hour break, even though it's kind of slowed down a little bit already, but it's about a half an hour break or so. Ms. Wolves, good morning, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Ooh, other awesome supermod here on the live stream. Lovely to see you. Good morning, Lorraine. Lovely to see ya. waiting for our next heavy to come over. But yeah, as mentioned, this is kind of like the quiet period where Bristol Airport kind of goes to sleep for a bit. Everyone resets, ground crew resets for the next group of departures and arrivals that are coming in. So I'm going to step away for another moment. Let's have a few more snacks. Boeing 777 up there. Plane spotting at its finest here. Well and truly see that British Airways tail up there, look. Beautiful, love seeing that 777. Do you know what, guys? I have to admit, I've never flown in a 777. It's on my list of planes to fly on. Flown on a lot of Airbus planes, but have never flown on a 777. I hope to one day, though. Beautiful. All right, we're going to say goodbye to that 777 there, get eyes on anything else that may be coming over whilst we wait for Bristol Airport to come back to life again this morning. I need to also get myself a model of the TUI 737 as well, because I love that livery on the 737 from TUI. Tracy saying, Steve M and I thought it was caused by flushing the loo mid-flight. So good. Good on you, Francis. Reacquainting myself with Speedbird 777. Good on ya. All right. Exclamation mark. Snack break. Hey, Planecaster, good to see you, mate. AKA Danny, good to see ya. Saying good morning in the south of France. Flying back tomorrow. Can you stay another day, Sean? Good on ya. Also, massive thanks for the gifted membership, whoever did that. Good to see you, Danny. Telly, snack break number 3. Oh, we have an arrival. Scratch the snack break number 3. We have an arrival. Oh, EasyJet baby bus coming in. Whoa, look at this then, eh? EasyJet baby bus A319 coming in. A little bit of crabbing going on. Darwick, good morning. Claire Mays, good morning, saying shout out to my son Corbin, working the early shift as a ramp agent this morning. Good morning, Claire. Good morning, Corbin. Shout out to you, my friend. Thank you for your service to Bristol Airport. Working as a ramp agent, eh? Good on ya. Claire, thank you for sharing. Claire, I wonder if your son is going to be looking after this EasyJet A319 that's just landed in from Faro this morning, baby bus. With the buckets and all the paddles as the reverse thrust on those engines there. Look, beautiful. Love to see it. Gorgeous landing though, eh? A bit of crabbing there coming in too. Is that a Neo? What do you reckon? What do you reckon, everybody? Is that A319 a Neo? Nah, I don't think so. Good on you, Tracy. Baby bus, Airbus A319 EasyJet coming in from Faro this morning. 16 years old. Definitely one of the oldest airframes in the EasyJet fleet. I've most likely flown on an A319 quite a few times over the years in my younger years when I wasn't really watching it or paying much attention to it anyway. Judith, just been outside with my cuppa watching the 747 going over. Wicked. Good on you, Judith. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Francis saying right on the crest, Sean. Just right. Exactly, Francis. Unlike that first Ryanair arrival this morning, man. Hey, so I'm gonna have to turn that into a bit of a highlight video. That was madness. Floating big time on the arrival into Bristol this morning. Well and truly floating past the touchdown point. And landing well and truly late on runway 09 and full power on the brakes and the anchors for the Ryanair 737 there this morning. West Country Wanderer saying, thanks, Sean, for abandoning the pasty to get us that arrival. Yeah, you're welcome. I saw it in the distance and I was like, oh no, quick. because we just don't get that many arrivals into Bristol at this time in the morning. It's mostly all of the departures. Be a shame to miss it. Be a shame to miss it. Claire there saying, thank you so much. Lovely to be here watching. I think he's on Ryanair and TUI. Awesome. Okay, cool. Well, big shout out to Corbin. Thank you, Corbin, for your service to the wonderful Bristol Airport. Clark Gavin, good to see you, saying hi, good morning. Was there watching aircraft on Friday evening. Great fun. Absolutely loved it. Good on ya. Good on you, Clark. Good on you for getting outdoors and enjoying Bristol Airport and the beautiful planes that we get here at the airport coming and going. So good on you, mate. And lovely to see you here in the live stream. Welcome in. Welcome to Sky Squad TV. My name is Sean, your host here on the live stream. Hope you're doing well. Looks like TUI's getting ready to start loading. Well, they're loading on their food by the looks of it, probably. We're too far away for us to get a good view of that guy. Anthony Wren, good morning, Sean. A bit late today. Had a COVID jab yesterday. Oh, no. Anthony, that's no good. Are you feeling okay? Hopefully you don't have COVID, meaning that you had to get the jab to get rid of COVID. Mate, I hope you're feeling well. Those COVID jabs are nasty. I've got next arrival inbound, Ryanair. Excuse me. Ryanair 737-800 coming in from Krakow. We do have a couple of heavies flying over by the looks of it. I'll try and capture those in a moment, but let's zoom in and check out our Ryanair. See how much of a crab we've got going on our Ryanair, if any. Probably a bit too far in the distance to really see if there is much of a crab going on up there. Wind has changed a little bit though. It's definitely kind of alternating quite a bit. Yeah, definitely alternating around quite a bit there, the wind. Keeping us on our toes, eh? Keeping us on our toes. Andy's saying there's 4 heavy south of Wales, all going to Heathrow, 2 times 777, A330 and a 787. Awesome. Yeah, I can see the first 787 coming over, the 800 variant. And see that coming over. Also, guys, hoping to be back at Heathrow in a couple of weeks' time. I'll be back in the Hertfordshire region around mid-May, so I have to be in London for an event that I'm going to. So I'm hoping to be back at Heathrow, all going well, and if plans work out. And looking at hopefully doing an evening stream from Heathrow. Not going to 100% promise anything. Of course, get subscribed to the channel so that you can be and get your notifications turned on. Hit that bell icon. But hoping to be back at Heathrow again very soon. And yeah, if I can make it work with the short space of time that I'm in Hertfordshire for, then I'm well and truly looking at hopefully doing a evening live stream from London Heathrow Airport, which would be mega. It'll be the first time I've done an evening live stream from Heathrow. So hopefully we can make that happen for you, lovely people. Ryanair coming in from Krakow, 737-800, operated by Buzz Air. Woof! Another very heavy stick it down on the tarmac landing from Ryanair. Holding the anchors there. Was hiding behind the tree there for a moment, eh? There we go, Ryanair. 737 coming in from Krakow. 2 hours and 25-minute flight. 9 years old. Speed brake still armed as well. Slowly going down now by the looks of it. Operated by Buzz Air, so of course registered in Malta, where most of the Ryanair 737s are. .787 just flew overhead, but it's too far behind me now to get a good glimpse of it. But we can get a nice glimpse of the Ryanair 737 flying over. Oh no, I've clicked on the wrong one. Yeah, the Ryanair flying over from Liverpool to Madrid. There it is. You gonna focus for me, buddy? Go on, you know you want to. You know you want to. Go on. Go on, buddy. We do have another Ryanair on its way into us from Dublin, which will be with us in just a moment. But that's a Ryanair going over top from Liverpool. I'm going to say goodbye to it because I don't want to miss our approaching Ryanair, which will be coming in very shortly. Tell you what though, hard to locate some of those heavies that are going over because they're not as many trails on them as I thought that there would be, to be fair. All right, Ryanair turning on to finals. A330 flying over, but oh, there it is. Just trying to locate it, but I've got it now. Darwick, good morning, good to see you. They're flying through there somewhere, flying through the haze, right through that middle section. Plane spotting at its finest. Not. It is quite hard to see those guys all the way out there, though, to be fair. There it is, A330 there. Virgin. Flying over to Heathrow. Beautiful. Man, you guys are really keeping me on my toes with getting these heavies flying over, eh? Where'd you go? All right, we won't stay on this for too long because we want to get eyes on our Ryanair that's coming into Bristol. If I haven't already missed it. She's getting pretty close. Gorgeous Virgin A330 though, flying above. All right, going to say goodbye to it, get eyes on our Ryanair because it's coming in pretty close. Out there, we want to see, is Ryanair crabbing like the last one did? There it is. Yeah, a little bit of a crab on, pushing the nose just a little bit into the wind there. Becky saying, nice shot of that Virgin. Thank you so much. It's quite hard sometimes to get that. Steve M, sometimes it's easy, but sometimes it's like trying to spot the International Space Station. Very true, mate, honestly. Especially when there's no trails to follow. Like, that particular part where all those heavies are flying over at the moment, that particular route anyway, must be a little bit of different kind of moisture up in the air up there, because it's not creating many trails. So yeah, it must be a touch warmer up there for them. Ryanair taxiing out over there on the apron as well. Ryanair inbound. Another heavy Boeing 777 flying over us as well, but once again, I can see it, but no trails on it. So yeah, the moisture up in that particular part where we are, like directly above my head, the moisture and the temperature up there, beautiful touchdown from Ryanair. The moisture and the temperature up there must be at the point where the trails, of course, are kind of just dissipating straight into the air. Lovely arrival there from my friends at Ryanair in the 737. Coming in from Dublin. So this guy has arrived, gone back. So arrived from Dublin, gone back to Dublin, and arrived back from Dublin. Felix Fisher, good morning, good to see you. Information is in the top left-hand corner of your screen there, my friend. Welcome to Bristol Airport. Hope you're doing well. We just saw this Ryanair 737 arrive back from Dublin. Not sure if it was this particular airframe anyway that's just doing the Dublin to Bristol run today. Devon, good morning, good to see you. Plane spotting for fun, lol. No passengers needed for shout out. So good. We did have a Ryanair taxiing up to the holding point for runway 09. It's going to be heading out to Malaga. And we were talking earlier about Ryanair expanding their routes here at Bristol. And their main route, of course, that they added for the summer season was to Bari in Italy. So that's a brand new route. It's a brand new route for Ryanair this year. And they haven't added any more routes, but what they've done is they've put a couple of extra planes here at Bristol. I think actually one more extra plane. So they've got 5 planes based here at Bristol now for the 2026 summer season, which we're currently in here in the UK, which for Ryanair is a $500 million investment to add in a couple more routes during the summer season. Yeah, add in a couple more routes for the summer season, which we saw at the very beginning of today's live stream. Of course, we had 4 departures from our friends at Ryanair, straight out the door from 5:45 this morning. Had 4 departures, and that's of course part of the extra flights and the extra routes that Ryanair are putting on here. And of course, then there's a major expansion from. Just getting my batch back out. There's a nice big expansion as well from EasyJet too. EasyJet flying to a couple of extra destinations from Bristol. And those extra destinations for EasyJet this year during the summer season, which some are starting next month in like a couple of days' time. Some have already started. One of the main ones being Seville in Spain is a new big, as a new route and a big route for EasyJet, heading off to Seville in Spain. And then they've also got Bari in Italy as well, which they've already started. And then they've got Sal in Cape Verde, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Well, here we go. Our Ryanair coming at us. Next departure, let's get eyes on. Riding down runway 09 off to Malaga this morning. Here we go. Just capturing the rotation behind that hedgerow. Gorgeous departure there from the Ryanair Boeing 737. Steve, very true. They're all trying hard to increase schedules before the jet fuel costs really ramp up, I would imagine, just before the summer season too. Well, yeah, like I suppose most of this was already planned before the jet fuel crisis hit, you know, and before the current conflict that is going on. KL4349, good morning, good to see you. But yeah, I suppose it was already pre-planned, of course, you know, with all the planning that goes into the routes and where they're going to fly from certain airports around the world. I'd imagine it was already pre-planned way before the jet fuel crisis, you know, started to hit. But it's a shame though, because we are starting to see a bit of a slowdown in flights, you know. There was a news article this week, I believe it was, Lufthansa looking to cancel about 20,000 flights, I believe it was, or something like that, over the next 6 months. Crazy. Francis in Australia there saying, apparently as at midweek, Australia has 36 days worth in reserve. Madness. Madness. Crazy, eh? Such a shame. So yeah, things are definitely starting to slow down quite a bit, which is a shame. It would be a shame to see so many flights just being cancelled, and yeah, but hey, it is what it is. Hopefully all of that conflict resolves itself very soon, and yeah, the world can just kind of continue on in the way that it was beforehand, eh? All right, guys, going to check out Flight Radar in just a moment because we are coming up to our last couple of arrivals and departures here on today's live stream. We usually finish up at around about 9:30 local time. Francis saying Qatar has massively cut flights due to its proximity and also the fuel crisis. Yeah, crazy, eh? There's currently, Francis, I'm not sure if you know, and many of you in the stream watching with us right now, not sure if you know, but Emirates have currently parked one of their Airbus A380s at Newquay Airport in Cornwall, down south, which is mad. So all of the locals in Cornwall and Newquay and all the plane spotters, of course, were absolutely loving life when they saw an Emirates Airbus A380 coming into land at Newquay. Did a couple of it was pretty cool. I saw a couple of videos of it on social media. They did a couple of strategic flybys and or touch and goes, however you want to call them, strategic flybys, to of course kind of get a little bit of a sense of what it's like to land into Newquay, because I can only imagine that for the pilots who were flying that plane, the Emirates Airbus A380, for the pilots flying that into Newquay, that would be the first time they've ever flown into Newquay, because of course that's not a route for Emirates. Yeah, not a route for Emirates, of course, not a route for many long-haul international airlines, even though you can land an A380 into Newquay, because Newquay, for those of you who may not be aware, in Cornwall, is Newquay has one of the longest airstrips, or one of the longest runways in the UK. So yeah, which is absolutely madness. I was doing some research on it because yeah, I just wanted to learn a bit more after seeing the A380 attempting to land into Newquay, and I was like, nah, there's no way that's going to happen. But it did. They landed it there. But yeah, so Newquay Airport has one of the longest runways in the whole of the UK, which is crazy. Can't remember the actual number, but I think it was like, I think it was like 2,500 meters, 2,600 meters or something like that. The length of the runway. So yeah, one of the longest runways in the UK is at Newquay Airport. It competes in regards to length, near enough competes with Heathrow. And yeah, Ipso came in there with an awesome comment that was just going to be my next one. Reason for it having such a long runway is because it used to be a RAF base, and they used to, of course, have the bombers arrive and depart from there. So yeah, crazy, absolutely mad. Becky saying, I live not far from Newquay, and Air Force One landed there too. There you go. Telly in our mod chat coming in with some awesome information. 2,744 meters is the length of Newquay Airport's runway. So you can well and truly land an Airbus A380 at Newquay. Judith, answer to your comment there. Awesome chat in the chat there, guys. Judith, Bristol Airport is just a touch over 2,000 meters. So one of the shortest runways here in the UK at a passenger-based airport. Just over 2,000 meters. I want to say 2022, I believe it is, or actually 2019 meters, I believe, is Bristol Airport runway. Samantha Norris saying 2011 there in the chat. West Country Wanderer is there as a campsite. Do you get a good view of the runway and the airport and the planes coming in? I'm looking at doing a holiday down to Cornwall soon, and was looking at places to stay. And I was looking at some places that were close to the airport. So I thought it would be fun to do a bit of a pop-up stream, very last-minute pop-up stream, because there's not many movements at all. But it would be cool to showcase it in a short little stream, eh? Beautiful arrival there from our friends at Ryanair 737 coming in from Tenerife this morning. J-Ro, good to see ya. Good morning, tuning in from Texas, America. Sally saying, I remember watching Nimrods. There you go. You got it, Sally, you got it. J-Ro, good to see ya. But yeah, so yeah, Newquay, one of the longest airports, one of the longest runways at a UK airport is in Newquay. Would you believe it? You would when you look into the history of it. So yeah, I have to say, I was pretty much like a lot of you guys there in the chat. I was quite blown away by that stat, to be honest with you. I was very blown away. All right, let's have a little look at what we've got coming and going. All right, so that was our last arrival for the time being. We're looking at one more departure. If it departs on time, the baby bus A319, the EasyJet baby bus A319. We're looking at one more departure here live on Sky Squad TV, and then we will call it a day. Hopefully that EasyJet A319 baby bus is loaded up and pushed back shortly and is going to be out the door for us on time, and we'll make that our last departure on today's live stream. But I want to say a huge thank you. Right now we'll do a proper outro in a few moments time, but a massive thank you to every single one of you for joining in on today's live stream. Thank you so much for hitting the like button. We haven't finished just yet. We're going to wait to see when our baby bus A319 pushes back, which is going to be our last departure on today's live stream. We're heading out to Faro. Hopefully it pushes back on time. But I want to say a massive thank you to everybody for joining in. I really do appreciate all the support. I was looking back over was doing some stats and looking back over the stats of the channel, which I do quite a lot, just to you know, it's good to see the steady growth of the channel and to see how everything is looking and how it's all performing on YouTube with all of you lovely people. And I want to say a massive thank you, because Bristol has been a incredible airport to be at. I was hesitant about Bristol, you know, it's not the busiest airport in the UK, so I was hesitant to kind of come out and do weekly live streams and that, but I have to say it's been very heartwarming and very amazing to see the support for Sky Squad TV since being back here in the UK, and also for Bristol as well. Let me come around and stand over here too. But yeah, it's been amazing to see the support from you all for Bristol Airport and for the live streams from Bristol Airport. I've been able to connect with some of the team at Bristol Airport as well, so that's been amazing to be able to connect with those guys and kind of share with them what Sky Squad TV can do. So we've got some cool things coming up in the pipeline, and I've been having some great chats with those guys as well, hence why they've been giving me permission to film and stream from the rooftop of the Lowell's Gate house, which is epic to be able to get over there and do live streams from the rooftop. But it's been amazing to be at Bristol. I've really enjoyed being at the airport. It's a great airport to understand and study, and I'm excited for the future of the airport, excited for the expansion, excited for what's to come. And yeah, I just want to say a massive thank you, because the streams from Bristol have been absolutely fantastic. The numbers have been great. We've welcomed so many new people into the Sky Squad TV community, through subscribers, through members, through people that just lurk around in the background and that connect with us on social media and that as well. So yeah, I want to say a massive thank you to all of you. It's been amazing, and I don't take it lightly. I don't take the support lightly. I don't take the likes and the shares of the stream, and also the memberships, the gifted memberships, and people supporting with their money and supporting with their time. I don't take any of that lightly. It helps to build the channel, helps to grow the channel, to keep it moving forward, and to take us to new airports around the UK. And fingers crossed, very soon we can start doing a bit of international travel as well and get over to a few other countries to do some live streams. So yeah, I just wanted to say a quick thank you to you all. Of course, we're not finished just yet. We are going to wait and see if our EasyJet A319 pushes back any within the next few minutes. I really hope it does, so we can feature that as our last departure. If not, then we might finish up real soon. But yeah, once again, just want to say a massive thank you for tuning into Sky Squad TV. You know, there's a lot of streamers out there, and there's a lot of streams that you lovely people can spend your time watching. So once again, I don't take it lightly that you all come in and tune in to Sky Squad TV. It truly does mean a lot. Just catching up here in the chat, missing there. West Country Wanderer saying there's some great spots around the airport, Sean. Would be great to do a stream from there. Yeah, maybe I will. I know that there isn't a lot of movements and stuff according to Flight Radar. I know there isn't a lot of movements, but you know, even if it's just like a quick 1 hour, 2 hour pop-up live stream, it'd be great to cover it. I don't think anyone has done a stream from Newquay Airport, so I'll be the first person in the world, I think. Don't quote me on that. Might be the first person in the world to do a live stream from Newquay. So yeah, watch this space, watch this space. 250 plus likes as well. Thank you, everybody. It was so good. Thank you so much for hitting the like button. Imps Morse saying, when are you streaming from Bristol again? I aim to do a weekly stream. From Bristol, from Bristol Airport on a Sunday morning. Just give me a moment, guys. Just going to double check something that's over here. Yeah, I aim to do a weekly stream from Bristol Airport. Usually on a Sunday is when I come out and do the early morning live stream. So we started about 5:45 in the morning and go up until around about now, 9:30 in the morning time. So yeah, like to do a weekly stream. We are hoping to get out and do maybe like one random evening stream every now and then as well. So definitely get subscribed, get notifications turned on for that. I'm keeping an eye on that EasyJet. I'm really hoping it pushes back sometime soon. Becky coming in with some awesome, an awesome comment there saying this is the best channel. Great airport. Great airport planes. What makes it fantastic is because it's so friendly and welcoming. Loving it, and that's what it's all about. That's what Sky Squad TV is all about, Becky. We are all about welcoming people in, giving them a space to feel safe and to interact with other plane spotters and other like-minded people, and just to come in and spend a few hours in the morning when you're starting your day or you're finishing off your day, depending on when we're out streaming, connecting with other people enjoying the views, enjoying the sights and the sounds, and of course, yeah, having me as your host that just talks your ear off for 3.5 to 4 hours. I hope you enjoy my commentary. I try my best. But yeah, thank you so much, Becky. I really do appreciate it. France is saying back to RAF Lakenheath, please. Francis, yeah, I hope to get there very soon as well. Hopefully it's a little bit of a difficult one there because, you know, as you can appreciate and you probably know as well, Francis, is very much hit and miss as to when you're actually going to see anything, if you do see anything at the RAF bases. But the last stream that we did at RAF Lakenheath was mega. It was absolutely awesome. So yeah, can't wait to get back to Lakenheath. Hopefully we can do it again soon. But John's there tuning in from Greenland as well. Good to see you, mate. Good morning from the UK. Good to see you, buddy. Honestly, good to see you. But yeah, we'll keep eyes on that EasyJet for another few minutes. If not, then we'll come round and we'll finish up properly. But let's zoom you guys back in and see if our EasyJet A319 baby bus will go. But yeah, we do hope to get to RAF Lakenheath again very soon. RAF Lakenheath again. But yeah, as you guys can appreciate, of course, it's quite hit and miss as to when. Looks like the cargo door, that 319 is still open. I don't think they're going to go on time. A little bit hit and miss as to when and if you'll actually see anything at RAF Lakenheath. Fridays, of course, are usually quite a good day to go. Yeah, Fridays are usually quite a good day to go because then you get there on the unrestricted fly-in. Imps Moore saying we'll try and say hello next week. Yeah, awesome. Awesome stuff. Yeah. Awesome stuff. Please do. I'd love to meet you. I'd love to meet you. Yeah, I'd love to meet you. Come on out. Sinead there as well saying we need to organise our Amsterdam trip and the vlog. Yeah, we do actually. Yeah, we do. Yeah, it doesn't, Steve. Cargo door is still open as well. All right. Just give me one moment there, guys. Just need to do something here in the background. But I think, ladies and gentlemen, we might call it there, to be fair, because I don't think that baby bus is going to be going anytime soon. Cargo door is still open. Cargo door is still open, so I don't think that guy is going to go anytime soon. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call it there on today's live stream. Yeah, we'll call it there on today's live stream, eh? We had a great few hours there in the morning, of course. The last hour is usually quite quiet here at Bristol. Not too much going on. Our A319 baby bus is well and truly not going to be going anytime soon. Cargo doors still open, so transponder's not even on either. We're not pinging just yet. So guys, that's going to be us for today. Thank you so much for tuning in to Sky Squad TV live from our local here at Bristol Airport. I hope you have enjoyed today's show. I hope you've enjoyed the commentary. Thank you so much for hitting the like button. It was mega to be able to have all morning reverse ops at 09. For those of you unaware, that doesn't happen that often here at Bristol. It's usually a westerly breeze or a southerly breeze, which then means that runway 27, which is the runway that we are looking up, I'm going to try and turn that off. There we go. Which is the runway that we're looking up at the moment is usually the main one that's in action. So runway 09 was in action. Reverse ops has been for the last few days because it's been an easterly breeze coming through. I sound like a weatherman. I should have a green screen at the back with like a wind map and like the weather and all sorts and be like, it's an easterly breeze today coming through Bristol Airport. Maybe I should do that one day. Who knows? Sky Squad TV weather. Nah, we've got to come up with a bit of a better name for that. Anyway, I'm messing. Anyway, massive shout out to our awesome super mods in no particular order. Ipso, Ms Wolves, Telly NZ, Victoria Flyer now, I think he's changed his name to, aka Hayden, Christine, Frank as well. So massive shout out to you guys, our awesome super mods. Thank you so much for everything that you do, for keeping the chat safe, for keeping the chat flowing nicely, and for keeping me engaged, entertained and informed about anything that is going on as well in the background via the mods chat. A massive huge shout out to our captain tier members as well, for those of you that I've joined up on the captain tier. Of course, you get a shout out at the beginning of the live stream now on the new ticker that's up there, and also on the outro credits too. I'm just going to quickly move some of this gear down for the time being. But all that's left for me to say is thank you so much, everybody, for watching on today's live stream. Massive shout out as well to everybody for dropping in some gifted memberships. Just want to quickly run through those again. We had Courtney and Ellie celebrating a 6-month membership milestone. We had Aviation Pete dropping in 20 gifted memberships. Francis Waite dropping in 10. Chinook dropping in a 6-month membership milestone. HZ73 on a 7-month. Tracy dropping in 10 gifted memberships. Carwyn Davies celebrating 8 months. Franksy and Miss Christine Frank, the Frank crew, dropping in 10 gifted memberships collectively. Andy signing up to the ground crew tier, and the one and only Silky Sam for dropping in 10 gifted memberships as well. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Today's been a mega morning. Beautiful sunshine. I'm going to pack away. We won't do any outro music because I think my memory card is playing up a little bit inside of my YOLO box and the music is sounding a bit weird. So we'll just shut the stream down in a few seconds time. But all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for watching. I've been Sean, your host here on Sky Squad TV live stream. Stay safe, enjoy plane spotting, spread some love in this crazy world that we're living in, and I will see you beautiful people on the very next live stream right here from Bristol Airport on Sky Squad TV, most likely next Sunday morning. Once again, thanks so much for watching. I'm Sean, your host, and I'll see you lovely people very, very soon. Cheers, guys. Have a great weekend. See ya.